Well, hello, stranger.
Hey, howdy. How we doing?
How you
That was
doing?
so country.
How you doing?
How you doing? I am happy to be back. That's for sure. To be back on the screen.
Absolutely.
I know it's been a minute.
We've been spilling the tea, folks. We have been sitting
We've been
here
spilling.
and we have been,
We had to get another pot because
yeah.
we spilled even more. All we got was this much to drink. That's it.
We should have recorded it and sold it. It had gems in there.
Yes.
Had gems in there. I'm
What?
telling you.
We should have. We should have.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's been a minute, everybody. It's been a minute. But we had company. We've had,
Travel. Deaths in the family.
Yep, deaths.
Lord,
life has been life in a short period of time. You would ever think. But yeah, it's been like almost a month for me because I counted. YouTube counts my Mondays apparently, so not being on. But yeah, we've had a lot of stuff going on, everybody.
Yeah.
So yes, hello everybody that's coming in. I take your smack talk just at a minimum today for me coming back, everybody.
Yep. You send it out. Be careful what you send out, folks, because today you may get it back.
You will. You will get it all back. I promise you.
Yes. Anjani said 11:11. Yep, and that's interesting because when we started here,
yes,
I actually took a picture. Of course.
What time did we start?
That's the surprise part.
Oh. Shut up.
It was not planned. It just happened.
It just happened to happen.
So I'm like, okay, well, that was intentional.
Yes.
That was Spirit was saying, okay, that's what you needed to do. So we did.
Yes.
Yes. But it's been a while. So Shauna and I were catching up.
We always, y'all know how we roll. Y'all gonna get an ish on this day every time.
Exactly.
We have a set time that we say, oh yeah, it's gonna be the 7 or 10. Well,
somewhere in the range.
Somewhere in that timeline.
When it does get rolling, you get your money's worth.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I just I got to get this out because they have been poking at me since I've turned this darn camera on. There is a spirit here. It is a male, and I'm pretty sure they have been lingering around waiting to talk to somebody. So when they do, you will know.
Any idea of what the any like specific details you're picking up from them, or
I'm getting
the gap shit?
Well, I got super tall. They are really persistent. Tell you that much because they have been pacing back and forth like just waiting. So
father, grandfather, uncle, or brother.
I didn't even tap into that part yet. It's just masculine. The more, and they've been poking me in my back. So it's more of a now. I guess they're trying to be known as in a father figure of some sort. This is kind of crazy because we ain't even said hey to y'all like that. It's just they've been coming on. It's just here.
So if somebody has a father who has crossed over, who is taller, who is a strong personality, from what you're saying, for sure.
Yes, very, very strong, very persistent,
and would poke. Because the poking part is specific, so I'm guessing that's the one thing they're wanting. If the father used to come up and poke at you, to tease you, to do whatever, that's part of the conversation. If that resonates with anybody, please step forward. So if that one resonates with you, and maybe Shauna can connect with you. Because again, what spirits tend to come in sometimes and draw us in and draw you in. So that's a possibility. So if that resonates, let us know.
Thank you for the breakdown for saying it. You know what's also crazy with this spirit is like they don't want to be rude. It's like, okay, just to let y'all know, just to let you know I am here, but don't want to be rude. And it's very considerate, very nice, but also likes to play like it's like this tap, like, hey, just to let you know I am here. Are you doing something? What are you doing? It's just like it's them. They want attention. This person definitely wants attention, but it's waiting their turn for the right. So if that resonates for anyone, I know that's kind of vast and big. Oh, Leon, I have good news to share. Ooh, let's tell us. So something that is rare happened to me. So our HR told me not to go back to work next September semester, and my residence permit was supposed to expire. So that's good news? Because maybe I'm not. Oh, so the HR extended my residence permit to September. Okay, good. Because I was like, wait a minute, we need another part with this.
Exactly.
Well, congratulations, Leon.
Fantastic. That's good news.
Awesome.
And that's just one more piece of the puzzle.
Yes.
Absolutely. Extending my residence till December. Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Fantastic. There you go. Again, another piece of the puzzle and the confirmation.
Yes.
Which is what you've been hearing from us both. And actually from Angie and from the other ones too. So yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well,
Good,
what did Angie know? Because I think you come in the mornings. I don't think you come at night. I don't remember for sure. But anyway, yeah, that's good stuff. Good morning, Jojo. Nice to see you in as well.
Yes, Jojo, Nate, Leon, Onessa, Amber, Christina, Julie. Hey, Miss Julie. Thank you. I changed the background, everybody.
I like it. I like the
Yeah, I wanted to change. I was just like, y'all got enough of the chakra stuff. Because right now I'm into the zodiacs right now and astrology. So it's all the astrology. And somebody went to Houston and got this for me. And if they ever go back, hook me right on up again.
That store's closed.
Is it? No way.
Yep, it's closed. Yep. Yep, it was right next to the Magic Cauldron, and it is closed. And they don't carry the tapestries anymore. I think it's closed because it's a different. Now they do these stupid toy things. It's like the vintage toy. I don't need vintage toys. Give me a.
No, I want the tapestry.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened there, but it's unfortunately not the same. Not the same.
Of course not. And it's so hard to find the big ones.
Yes.
Because they want to do the short ones, you know.
Yep. Y'all should see if you really can't see Shauna's entire background, but this image here works out so much better because there's the circle. It's a big circle, as you can see. And then there's black and then stars and so forth that you cannot see all around. Actually, you can see it in the lower corner there. There you go.
Right here.
A little bit of that. Yeah, and that kind of gives you an idea. But it's funny because Shauna has the most important part there, and the impact is so much better. I like watching this than seeing the whole because, again, this is really cool. And it makes it's very different. If you look from the big angle, it looks like a moon behind you with craters and stuff because the other stuff is lost. But yet, when it's this tight on you, you can actually see the zodiacs and the signs and then the dates and the calendar to 31 and all that stuff. Actually, to 36.
Oh, to 36.
Yeah. So very cool. Very cool. Very
Unless you know that they've been messing with our calendar too many times.
Over and over.
When we actually have 13 months and not 12 months. That's a whole nother story.
Absolutely. And again, Leon said, I'm so happy, guys. Can't wait. Couldn't wait for the beginning of a door opens. Thanks God. Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's wonderful because
big time.
Again, Spirit was giving you confirmation and telling you this all along. You just needed to see something fall into place, and that's exactly what happened. While we're falling into place, I just wanted to make sure that you guys check this out.
Yes.
Tarot readers on YouTube. You won't want to miss this. First up is Minopon Tarot. Chris delivers straightforward and practical weekly and monthly insights with compassion. Next is Star Lordess Tarot. When she sings her intro, you know you're in for an empowering read. YouTube tarot reading is changing due to the work of Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Don offers live stream individual tarot readings as well as standard weekly zodiac insights. His calm, meditative approach is a standout. Who could forget Baba Jolie, whose readings are long but comprehensive and worth every second? Be sure to check out Kyle of Cups, who combines tarot and astrology for heartfelt, intuitive guidance. A rising star is Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. Shauna is all about positive energy and spiritual growth. And rounding out the list is Calling on Angels, 1111. Bonnie focuses on love and angelic guidance. Don't miss it. Check them out and let your tarot journey begin.
You know, it's the same shirt in that ad that you're wearing today.
Emma?
It
Well,
is.
boom. There we go. You know I do pink, child. I love pink. And I say I ain't worn my bright pink in a very long time.
Yes.
Yes,
Hey, man, I
Christina.
saw that. That's that pink.
Yes.
Yes.
I have a little two pieces there with my hair.
Mhm. My goodness, my goodness.
Yes, Christina. Baba Jolie is bomb.com. She is very insightful. She's long-winded, but very detailed. And you could be doing so many things, and you still will hear the message. A lot of times you could be like, wait a minute, I need to hear that thing again.
I had to start and stop sometimes. I'll start and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, got to go, got to do something. And then I'll get in the car and I'll start playing it again, get a little further down. I can't do all, she's about an hour long,
Yeah, she's
long.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
good information. The thing is, she doesn't fill it with crap. When she's giving you
No.
information, Baba Jolie fills the gaps. And so,
Yes.
but again, she's a
She's
long-winded.
long.
And so I'm like, okay, I'll take it in little parts, and then I'll go back and listen to it again. And so sometimes, but no, I love Baba Jolie. I love
Yeah.
Baba Jolie.
I usually like watching her when I'm doing my nails because I'm concentrating already. So a lot of times, I have the iPad up and I'm like, watching it or whatever. Or I'm doing a workout like cardio and I can just put it up there.
Oh, yeah.
And before you know it, it's like, dang, I'm proud of myself because I got an hour in and it doesn't feel, it's like she's
Exactly.
just pouring out and you could tell it's like off the chain. Another one
never finishes the whole thing.
Yes.
I
it's
know
a
it
lot.
takes a while.
It's
It takes
a
a while.
lot. When she did the first of the year, when she does the whole year for
Oh,
each
yeah.
zodiacs, now that is close to an hour and 30. I still ain't finished mine. I think I stopped in June. I was like, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Varying Redhead says he listens to Dolly Parton while he's doing his nails.
Oh, you do?
Whatever works for you. You'll
I
do
know
you.
that's
Hello,
right.
hello, can we talk?
I
Can
know,
we
right?
talk? Dolly Parton, talk about Dolly Parton and nails.
Yeah.
When she wrote 9 to 5, because it was part of the contract that she was in the movie, she would do the song. And she was sitting there one day and she was just tapping her fingers as she's kind of thinking. And she heard the sound of the nails. And I don't know if you can
On
hear
the
it.
acrylics.
Exactly. And there's that sound.
Yes.
I don't think you can hear it. There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's the typing sound. And she's like, oh my gosh. And then it's interesting because she said that down the road, she was talking about one day she was talking about songs and about writing and stuff. And she said sometimes she gets blown away sometimes by something that comes out of her. And she's like, where'd that come from? Because I'm like, it's funny because she's very humble, and so she's like, I don't know how that came out of me because but the phrase, stumble out of bed and tumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a vision. She said when that flew out, she's like, whoa, where'd that come from? That's amazing.
Yes.
Who said that? And she, so it's funny. I think she probably, Dolly has connection. I think Dolly is connected to the other side.
Oh,
Dolly
heck yeah.
is connected in many ways, and
Very
she
much
doesn't
so.
say it, but I think she gets blessings dumped on her all the time because she is connected. And that phrase itself, when she said that, I thought, I'm like, I know what you're trying to say, Dolly. You got it. The other side's kind of helping you.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Hey,
Anyway,
Shirley. Hey, New Beans. Yes, I am back.
This is
Marie. Yes, Miss Rachel, Pamela. Y'all, it's so good to see y'all back. Is it
Absolutely.
Kiba? Kiba, hey, that's a new name. Gina, Hannah. Hey, Susan. Susan Grayson is online. Kathleen Harris. Hello, my darling.
Cheryl Ann.
Ray. Ray Lopez is in
Hey,
the
Ray
building.
Lopez. Nice to see you in. I have not been paying
Yes.
attention. All the people who popped in. Nice to see everybody pop in. It's nice.
Is it Saturn Sons?
I don't even see it. Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking. I'm looking. Is it
Uh,
before JoJo or after?
it
Oh, is that
is right after Sherilyn. Hey, Sherilyn.
Saturnine? Saturnine size? That one?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Not their name. Marie
Yeah.
Taylor. Yes, Marie, we will give you a card. Yes, indeed. But make sure, Marie, the cost of a card is that follow button. Make sure you hit that
Oh,
follow button.
Saturnine. Okay. Thank you
Oh,
for the breakdown.
whatever.
No, because
Whatever.
we was let me speak about I will butcher a name quick, and my
Yes.
bad.
Yes. Yes, indeed. If it can be messed up, I will do it. You should be so,
Yes.
you would be amazed. My last name for years was just Rumer. Rumer. Rumor.
Rumor.
Rumor has it. Rumor what
Mhm.
not hard, right? Not hard.
Right.
5 letters. Rumor.
Uh-huh.
Lord have mercy. I was always amazed at how many people could butcher that damn name.
Yes.
Reamer, Ranner, Runner, Rummer. I'm like, where do you get 2 N's? It's an M. You know?
You were a runner.
Oh, I'm telling you, I got so many variations, and I said, damn, I could see if it's a long, complex name, but it's just Rumer. When I added the Rivera, don't even go there because the
Yes.
hyphen Rivera part that has thrown all kinds of people off, and it's amazing. But it's interesting that what they can butcher, what people butcher in last names, and I am equally guilty because some of the names you all pop up on here with.
Mm-hmm.
I look at them like, oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I surrender. I'm like, you tell me, because I don't even
It's
want
so
to.
unique. It is definitely so unique. I'm like, wait a minute. Yes, thank you, JoJo. Don't forget to like and share us. We appreciate it.
Which is perfect little intro to this.
Talk about it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Subscribe.
indeed. And when you finish today's live stream, or if during the weekend you find a little time where you have a little, maybe you're driving along the way, or maybe you're sitting at the beach like Miss Shauna with my book in her hand, which I love. That is
Yes.
my favorite picture, and I use it for marketing because you caught everything. That blue water and that
Yes.
the
It
beach and the
was
sand.
so blue that day. The water was so blue. I said we have to go to the beach the next day. I wonder if it's going to be that blue, and it was. And it wasn't packed. It was perfect.
This is the picture we're talking about, folks. Look at this.
Yes.
Isn't that perfect? I mean, that was the perfect picture of that. So I use that picture a lot because I love it. But where I was headed with all that, by the way, too, is that while you are there, and if you maybe are on your phone and you can't watch something because the sunlight is so hard on your screen, you can't see anything, you can listen to someone special. This is my podcast. This is the audio podcast that just was released, I think, 2 days ago. And it runs about an hour, 26 minutes. You can stop it and start it along the way. You don't have to do it, again, a Baba Jolie situation. But this is not readings. This is not readings. This is initially the podcast was to talk about the book. But the good part is the interviewers on the podcast, it was called Skeptic and the Seekers, the strange stories from the Skeptic and the Seeker, they gave me a large berth, and they just kind of let me go off when I needed to go off to have a conversation. And so we started with the book and the concept of why the book, and then we went into the metaphysical, and we went into other things like tarot and so forth. So this was a conversation. This is probably one of the most comprehensive and yet free-flowing conversations I've had in a long time. And thank goodness, again, they gave me the wide berth and they said, just run with it. They didn't pull me in. They didn't restrain me. They didn't cut me off. And so you'll listen as the conversation flows. and one point to the next point, to the next point, to the next point. And ultimately, when it wraps up, it comes together very well. So if you have a chance, you may want to listen to it. Again, it's just a great conversation. If you're curious about the metaphysical, if you're curious about life paths, if you're curious about tarot cards, there's a number of things that we touched in here that I think you would find quite interesting. And some things that will be maybe counter to some of the things you've thought or learned. And you're always welcome to come back next week or next Wednesday or Thursday morning, and come back and have a conversation. Ask questions about what you saw and what you heard too, because Shauna and I share this information with everybody in every chance we can. When we have a chance to get interviewed, we snatch it up, because if we can touch one person or even more with any given experience and allow them to understand a little bit of what we're in, how our world looks from this point of view, sometimes it opens them up to a whole new world for themselves. Other times it gives them confirmation, and sometimes it drives them crazy because they're like, wait a minute, you're making me think about things I don't want to think about. So the good part and the bad part is, when you're done this, it's going to make you think, it's going to make you wonder, and it's going to make you kind of explore. And that can't be a bad thing, in my opinion, because if you're not exploring, if you're not expanding, and you're not asking questions, then you're stuck in the mud and you're dying. So, it's like you always ask the questions. Remember a short little video that I posted the other day. Yesterday is history.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. If you're not letting your yesterdays help you come up with the ideas of what may drive you tomorrow, then what you're doing today, you're wasting your time. So come on, today is your gift. Use the gift of today. Take advantage of what today brings you, because not everybody has another day in front of them. Okay?
Absolutely.
And if this is your last day, think about
live it.
What you could be doing today, what you would do today if you knew that today was your last day. Most people don't have that knowledge. They don't have it in advance. So we never know. All right. Deep as it goes right now. Sorry. Hey, I wanted to introduce another thing too. I said it last night, but I wanted to say it again today. It's interesting when you look at life and you talk about the concepts of life and so forth, right? Think about it. Change comes in 4 different ways. Which way? Remember, change is not always bad. Change is good as well.
Really
and change can be, again, the tarot card of Tower, right? The Tower one, which means you didn't have a lot of control over it. Or change can be the Death card, again, bringing about change yourself. The question isn't so much where the change comes from, it's what you do with the change. How do you handle the change? When you get change, how do you maneuver it to work to your advantage? Or do you kind of throw a cover over your head and say, let it happen to me? Are you leading your life, or are you accepting your life? Think about it. Think about which is more important. Are you accepting your life, or are you leading your life? So anyway, back to the thing. 4 ways of change. I promise I'm added somewhere. The first is hurt. The first reason for change is you hurt enough that you have to change. The second is you see enough that you're inspired to change. The third is you learn enough that now you want to change. And the fourth is that you received enough and now you're able to change. Amazing. 4 ways in which change happens. But when you open yourself up to, when you know change is coming, or sometimes you have to force change, but even when you know it's coming and you don't have control over it, put yourself in this category. Is this a hurt? Do I want to deal with it in a hurt situation? Do I want to deal with it where it's enough? Do I want to deal with it where it's, again, where I see it and I've learned, or I learn from it, or where I have received enough? When you control the motions that come along with the change, you can then use that change to your advantage. And that's why when you talk to a reader or you talk to somebody else who's like us, and you get information, we give you the insight. So where you're ready for it. Again, change, don't be afraid of it. It can be bad, it can be good, but it's what you do with it. It's how you use it that is the ultimately going to determine what came out of it. And
absolutely.
So keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done.
It's all
See y'all
good.
later. Bye-bye.
It is all good. Hey,
So Shauna, what have you been up to? Tell us.
Hosting. Hosting, cooking, Doing that, I took a break to get back into me, because when you give and give and give, you forget about you. So I had to pour back into me. So that's what I've been doing lately. And that's getting, literally doing self-care. I talk about self-care all the time with y'all, and it's very, very important. When you have to pour back in yourself, when you've done, when and the summer is here, so everyone's busy. I get it. Everyone is just out doing stuff. But the thing is, are you checking in with self? Are you checking in with what's going on internally? Is there issues that's coming up that you need to address? Is there, you know, things that you may not like of the body? Also, are you working out? Are you eating healthier? Are you keeping yourself hydrated, because it's been hot this, during these summer months? So it's just getting back into connecting with self, with your higher self. And that's what I have been doing in my own pace. Connecting with my higher self, and really doing a check-in is very, very important, especially when we have all this energy that's been going on. Hence why I had to take a break for a minute. One, the studio wasn't set up. Two, getting my energy levels back up for y'all, because this it takes a lot, especially when you read other people. But then you have your personal clients too that you got to pour into, and you're like, all right, I just need a break. I need a break. And so I've been doing a lot of grounding. Okay, so grounding, I've been going to the beach, being around water, putting my feet in the in the ground, and being out in nature. And this is a great time too, even though Florida right now looks a little gloomy on this side, um, because of it look like it's gonna rain, but it's just overcast. But it's the part of being outside, and the mosquitoes, it's just tearing my behind up.
Well, these two are not like Houston without electricity.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's not pretty. That's not pretty at all. And
No.
I'm like, when I hear that they really y'all wanted your own private little grid, well, enjoy your
Hmm.
damn selves,
Well,
because
there you
guess what? Your
go.
grid. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it's really, really crazy, but it's the part of when you take a moment and say, okay, what's going on with Shauna? What's going on with Don? Because if you look at yourself as you going through it, you feel like you're beat down, and then all of a sudden, this bright light, you can breathe, because you just needed a moment, or you needed to take the moments for yourself to breathe. I mean, like, really, really breathe. So saging helps with that. Clearing out the energy, especially when you do have visitors and things like that. Clear that energy out, child. Don't just wash the clothes or wash stuff. Open up these windows and sage. I'm in the process of doing that when I get off. And it's just getting back into you. So that's what I've been doing. Getting back into me, so I can show up and be of service.
Miss Shauna, at one time we should have a conversation. We should prepare. We should have you prepare a conversation
Hmm.
when we start a show, and go into some of the routines, exercises, and things, health plans and stuff that you do on the other side of things that you
Yes,
that to help people understand that it's a holistic approach. It's not
it
just
is.
diet. It's not just working out. It's not just thinking positively. It is the entire. It is all of that is one. So
Yes.
if you tweak on one side or the other, and you nip and tuck this and this, it's nice. But
Hmm.
remember, you have to bring it all into play.
Definitely.
You have to make sure that it's all holistic, because again, it all works to serve the whole. And so
Hmm.
if you're not being careful and not being wise, and you stop and you're like, okay, well, I can change my diet today and it's going to change everything. Well, it will change something. It will change something.
Yes.
But understanding how everything reacts with the other is so important. And Miss Shauna does. She has boot camps where she helps people
Yes.
get into physical shape, but she also helps. So she helps with the physical side. She helps with the reasoning side, the logical side, the health side in the brain. And then, of course, she gets into diet, and she tells you about some things you should be ingesting, the things that you should kind of stay away from, and how all of that works together. So we should have a conversation one morning, specifically giving you the open opportunity to go into a lot of those
Yeah,
things
of
so people
course.
can understand it. Because I think that's again, especially with spring coming up. When folks, when with spring and summer here, right at us. People think that I should already be in shape and I should already be in my summer clothes. Guess what? A lot of us miss that window, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
we can't start changing today.
No.
So it's never too late. It's never too late to start
Here's
keeping it
another
up.
thing that uh what it does to some people. When you get on that scale and it's going the opposite way than what you're thinking, you're like, I'm putting all this work in and da 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 this. It's not necessarily just the physical part. It's really the mental part and changing the mindset. Because everybody is different. It's not the same. My formula may not work for Don. Don's formula may not work for me, but there's results there. Now, the results that we desire for, they come, but they may not come in the order that you want because there may be some things that's going. Here's why the holistic part is very, very important, to tap into what your inner self is saying. It can be things that you've been holding on that you really need to let go, but you keep pushing because you still moving, you still doing your workouts, you still eating this way and whatever, and it's like, okay, what's not working? That's the part that I enjoy of helping you figure that part out. This is not the magic pill, of getting. Now they got some magic stuff out there, but you still have to do things accordingly. And is it temporary or is it long term? That's the decision that you have to make of uh wanting to change. And that goes it goes into what you were saying, very much so, what you were saying earlier about changing. Change can be good, change can be bad. It's all about how your perception is. Regardless, change is necessary. Okay. And if you sit out there and you tell spirit, you tell the universe what your goals are, what your dreams are, and everything, and it's aligned, it happens. Sometimes it happens quicker than the other times, but regardless, is you putting that energy out there to align with that. Now, if you're not fully aligned and fully wanting to commit to that change, well, spirit's not going to give you half-ass stuff or do half-ass things for you. It's the part like, all right, where am I falling short at? That's when we come in and we help guide you, but we're not saying, listen, I'm a healer and I'm going to heal you. No, I'm going to help you heal yourself. That's the difference. And I feel like a lot of times we get wrapped up on people that are these gurus that's out here that saying, I have the solution. I have this, I have that. Okay, you have a way of putting it, but at the end of the day, you still have to put your sprinkle on it. You still got to put your thing in because you have to figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you.
Exactly.
Someone out of the group can run 3 miles, run 3 miles a day, every day, right? And they get results like that. Well, first off, I'm not running unless something is chasing me, because that don't work for me. I will walk those 3 miles. I will do something different to equate to those 3 miles of a program and whatever, but it's all different. And a lot of times we get wrapped in a foundation. And that's what you got to realize, that it's only a foundation. You need a base foundation for you to start what your goal is. It's the part of being consistent. That's the other thing. Being consistent, and making a commitment to self, saying, you know what, I'm going to do this 3 times a week. I'm going to meditate on the other two. I'm going to rest on on one or whatever. It's you making it work for you. You finding your own formula. That's it. And that's what I love doing, is helping you find your own formula, because I can't tell you how to live your life or how to do it. I can say, all right, if this works for you and you're comfortable, all right, let's do it this way. Don't resist it, but it's the fact of being disciplined. Discipline is number one, and being consistent is number two. And the rest comes with how it comes, you know? So I would love to have this conversation of giving some tips and a good starting point. And then after you have a good starting point, it's like that check-in. All right, so what's been going on? Because everybody wants results quickly. Everybody wants to drop 10 pounds in 1 week quickly. Well, it can be possible if you smoke crack.
Not a good plan. Not a good plan.
But not a good plan. Not a good plan. You see, there's solutions. There's things out there that can make it work for you, but it's up to you if that's what you want to do.
Exactly.
But if you're wanting to go more of in a way where you're, all right, I'm centering myself. This is what I want. This is my plan. This is what I'm sticking to. This is the part that you are being disciplined. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, don't do it, child. Don't do it. Here's Angie. Don't do it. Look at me. Don't do it.
Look at my face. Look at my face. Don't do it.
Yeah.
No, don't do it. No.
Angie will always pop in for that one.
Absolutely. That is her. She owns that one.
Yes, owns it, copyrighted it, trademark. It is all hers.
Yes, I think she should. I think she should copyright that.
Yeah, why not?
Where she owns that phrase, because nobody delivers it like that, and that's not
no. Put it on a T-shirt and sell it, honey.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so it really takes, like what Don was saying, do you want the Tower card or do you want the Death card? The Death card, you in control. You are making the changes. And the universe sees what you're doing. All right, now we getting that wheel going. We getting that ball rolling. But if not, and if you keep wanting that change or keep wanting a result or keep wanting something and you're not doing what is put out for you, like or those opportunities, not taking advantage of those or having those conversations or whatever, you're gonna get hit upside your damn head.
Mm-hmm.
And you will get that wonderful Tower card. But know that the upside with that Tower card is a new beginning. Exactly. Like it or not, boy, it may hurt, but that's the universe stepping in. It's like, listen, we can't keep waiting for you to make something happen if you're not trying to put the work in. You know,
they nudge you, they give you a little warning, they
yes.
give you a bigger warning. And as Valerie Bertinelli says it better than me, I'll let her talk about it.
Healing journey. About 2 years ago, my life was like really unmanageable, and I got shut. You know how the universe or God kind of like taps you on the shoulder, you don't listen, kind of gives you a little push, you don't listen, shoves you to your knees, you still don't listen. I got shoved on my ass, and so I needed to really change the way I was living.
There you go.
There you go. I
don't want to be shoved on my behind because I like all my cushion. I don't want no dents or nothing up in it. And I don't want one part to be flatter than the other.
Don't pop those balloons.
What? I do not. And this is all natural. I do not need my balloons popped.
As you can see, folks, I posted here this is the link to
Miss Angie.
Going to YouTube for Miss Angie, and make sure that you hit subscribe, please. And while you're at it, this is the divine one herself. Make sure that you are over there and you're checking her box by hitting that subscribe and then hitting that little icon bell, okay? Because
turn on the notifications.
Yep, and then you'll get notices every time she goes live, and you won't have to worry about am I missing something, because you will be notified. Boom. And while we're at it, if you're looking for a love reading, this is not the place to be. This is not the day to do it. That's for here. That is for here. That's Miss Bonnie, and Miss Bonnie is good at love reading. She loves love reading.
She loves love reading.
She's better at them than me, because I'm like, really.
Matter of fact,
Go
I hope
ahead
y'all
and
don't
give me
ask
her.
nothing about no relationships today. Unless it comes up. That's the only way I'm going to
Exactly.
say something about
And
it.
we are
But
not reading anyone else's mind. We don't believe in that.
no.
So, don't ask us what does this person think mean? I don't know. Ask the person. Damn, you're sleeping
What
beside
is
them every
that?
night.
What's to come between our relationship?
Exactly.
How about, did you communicate what you want?
Have you met
Did you
them? Have you met them?
have you
Did you just pass them on the
did they
street
come
and
in
say that's
your
not a
dream?
relationship?
Right. Did they come in your dream, honey?
This is for Miss Julie. Miss Julie's on 3 times a week. She's with Miss Bonnie on Wednesday. She is with Claudine on Tuesday, the Mushroom Lady, and she is with Scott on Friday, channeling all kinds of messages. So she
You
can
ain't
get you into
lying.
all kinds of trouble. This is the one you want to be for
Yes.
3 times a week. There you go, right there,
3.
right there. And then I'm
3.
back to the little 2. I just do 2 little ones, and that's the 2 of the best ones because I got the 2 best stars possible. I got Miss Shauna over here on Thursdays, and I've got Miss Angie on Wednesday nights. And it's deadly. It's deadly. I don't have to do anything. I just sit here and look pretty. They do the work.
Oh, not pretty, child. Not pretty.
Another troll. Oh my gosh, the trolls are just getting heavy. What is this? We
Yes.
must be bringing the energy in. I can tell you. Well, I can tell you. I can tell you.
Can I have a reading about my future husband who doesn't even know me yet, but does he love me already? Jojo, you are funny as crap. Child, you made me tongue tied it up when I was reading it.
Just
Jojo.
hearing it makes me worried. It's like, Lord, I have
Right.
nothing. A husband who I haven't even met yet. Exactly. I saw him across the
Yes.
street. I saw him get on the subway car. The door's shut. Now my whole life is planned around him. I see like
Yes.
4 kids. How's it going to work out? Talk about 4 kids. Hey, Shawana Foster. For some reason, the 4 kids popped in and your name popped in. Do you have 4 kids? Because I'm picking up 4 kids for you. It's crazy how that works. I'm like, Shawana, do you have 4 kids? Because I'm picking up 4, but I'm also picking up singles. So I'm confused there. Probably again, divorce or I don't. It's not my damn business. The point is, do you have 4 kids? Can you confirm? Because that came to my head as you popped in, and the words 4 kids, and that was meant for you. Anyway, is your mom passed over to Shawana? Is she on the other side? Because I'm picking up that energy. So is she talking about the 4 kids? What's up? These kids are now 4 kids. I'm telling you, something's here. Something's happening. Absolutely. And okay, 5 kids. Okay, wow. So I'm off by 1. Lord, which one did I miss? Do you have one that's separated from the others then? One that's like older or younger? They're kind of separated by more years because for some reason they're showing me the 4 kids. The 4 kids. And again, is your mom on the other side or is she on this side? Going through a divorce. Oh, that's the single. That was the single I was picking up. There you go. On the way to single. All right. Oh my gosh. Yes. Is your mom on this side though? Because I'm picking up mom energy on that side. Because that's who's giving me this information. Are you so? Don't question it. Don't question the divorce. Just look forward, move on. Now the divorce is it's interesting because the divorce is not from the dad of the kids or some of the kids. Yeah, okay, there you go. 17, 21, 22, 23, 20. Okay, the 17-year-old one. Okay, that's the one I'm guessing is the isolated one. But again, the divorce is not from the dad of these kids, right? This is a second marriage or something. And again, I'm being told, look forward, move forward, my mom's still living. Okay, so it's a mother energy. So I don't know if you had a friend of your mom's who was like, or an aunt who was close to you, but they're on the other side. But they're telling you to keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, and don't even think about changing the move forward. The divorce is yeah. No kids with husband. Exactly. No kids with husband. Exactly. That's what I was getting. Yes. All right. Interesting. Super. Okay. Well, yeah. Don't. This was good for you. This was meant. You need to have this. This needs to move on. This is part of your moving forward. And it's interesting because I feel like this. I feel like again the energy is being lifted from you. The energy of carrying this burden, you were kind of carrying him along the way, and he was emotionally not equipped for you. I'm getting it. That's what I'm hearing from them. He was not emotionally equipped for you. You, Shawana, sorry.
I was like, huh?
Shawana, is this kind of?
Could it be me?
Does that kind of fit what you wanted? Because I was picking up that energy. It's like he can't handle Shawana. Okay, and so
Yeah.
it's good. I think it's good that this is
Oh yeah.
end. All right, but you're gonna do well, Shawana. You're gonna do well. It's all gonna be good. So move forward, keep moving forward, and don't look back. All right,
Yeah.
that's
I
what I was
got
meant to have.
magician. I mean, as you were speaking, it was like coming out. The magician is here, honey. You are like literally on the right path because you are manifesting. You are manifesting your things into reality here. Okay. And what's so amazing is you're using all your resources. You are using your power. You are the one doing this. You are making the moves. I mean, of course, it feels like you may be juggling a whole lot because you're trying to keep things in balance here. But at the end of the day, don't be worried about what has already been taken care of. Put it that way. Okay. So it's already taken care of. It's just you sitting back and you're just waiting for it. Four of Wands, when it happens, you better celebrate it. You better celebrate when those papers come officially. It's almost having a party. I feel like you're going to have a party. I feel like, oh, one of those divorce parties, okay? When I say things are changing, things are aligning for you, you got the star card here. The star card is like keeping that hope, keeping that faith, but knowing that the universe is opening up for you and that the universe is providing for you in a big major way. So that's amazing. Continue to keep your head up high. Stay with those high vibrations, no low vibrations whatsoever. But I don't even think you attract that. I think this energy that's around you, you have that you are manifesting that energy around you as well, which is amazing. I just feel like you stepped into your power. That's what it is. You stepped into your power because I feel like you have this glow. It's no more being behind the scenes or anything. You do have the Two of Cups here. That's later. That's later. So don't get wrapped up. Stay focused on you and everything comes to you. Okay. This spirit is back. Okay. So we got to we got to figure out who this person is. That's coming through. But you later on, don't be concerned about this Two of Cups right now. Just later on. But that's what I have for you, my love. But there is this man is still here. So when I asked, I'm like, what is going on or why? But this is a protector. This person is such a protector. This is why I'm feeling like it's a like a father figure of some sort. That's coming through. And definitely Shawana, I really think it's yours because it's when we were talking because you picked up a female spirit with
Mhm.
her. And I'm picking up, and it showed itself again, right again. So yeah, I really feel like this is a father figure, super protective. Want to see you happy at by all means, but it's working on the other end for you, and moving things out of the way. I'm getting moving blockages, moving obstacles out of the way for you, Shawana. Who? Because this person has been he was tapping me today. He was poking me today. So that was for sure. Yeah, he was poking me this morning. Before we even got on the
Oh
live.
yes, yes, because we talked about it, and you said somebody he's coming in for someone.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't sure who.
No.
Absolutely.
So Shawana, yeah. Your dad is here and is very much is letting you know, don't worry about anything. Don't
Sure.
worry about
And
anything.
Shawana, I've one other point that is coming to me. It's again, you're into the metaphysical. I know that. I get that energy very much so because you're very much in tune. But do you have a business? Are you starting a business, or did you have a business and you kind of scaled it back? Because I get the feeling of you in a metaphysical business and you in a business that is somehow related to that. You running your own business, by the way, but again, you doing something like that. Let me know. Again, I think that it again, it's part of it, and I wonder if part of it is a business as in taking control of your life instead of being, instead of living your life, you're guiding your life, you're leading your life. It's interesting because Sean and I talked about earlier. It's like, do you accept your life or do you lead your life?
Right.
Which way you're gonna be? And I feel like this is the time for you to lead your life. But I feel like, again, I feel like a business. I feel like I get the feeling like you have an energy to start a business, to run a business, to keep it going. And not only that, you're fierce. You're fierce. You come out.
Yeah.
I get a lot of energy of this is who I am, and you're going to take it or leave it. I love it. I love that energy. But it's a determined energy that is going to serve you well. So if you haven't started a business yet, starting my business. Oh, there you go. Okay, I can say if you haven't started it, get it started. This is the time. That energy is there. This is the time to do it. Which is why I guess your dad came in as well, because your dad's like, you got this. Learn from this.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
Yep.
You just took the word because I was like, okay, is there anything else to say? Because you got to say what you need. This is the opportunity, and I feel like it's the same thing that you just said, literally. I feel like if you feel like you're worrying about things of like the startup, you shouldn't, because things are falling into place of how it should be. I know this is kind of cliche, but this is perfect for you. You are where you're supposed to be right now. Okay. You are where you are supposed to be right now, and things are working out for you 100%. But yeah, I do feel like he is moving things out of your way for you. I also feel like he's saying this is your time. This is your time. This is your time. It's your time, baby girl. It's your time. So that's what I'm getting. Look at that.
This is
Look
going to
what
be.
popped out was the King of Damn Pentacles.
There you go. This is going to be.
So if that ain't a confirmation.
This is going to be this is ultimately going to be a good thing. It really is.
Yes.
So just take it as that. And remember the 4 changes I talked about, Shawana. I don't know if you were in when I talked about them, but remember 4 changes. 1, because of hurt. Again, and I wrote them down because they're prophetic in that sense. Do you hurt enough that you have to change? You see enough that you're inspired to change. You learn enough that you want to change. Or did you receive enough that now you're able to change? The question for you is, did you receive enough information that you realized the change was important because this isn't helping you? Did you learn enough that you realized the right thing to do is by moving forward? Or did you see enough that you were inspired to change and said, I need more, and this is not going to get me my more? Or are you hurt enough that they let you down enough that you said, you know what, I can't take this anymore? Which one fits your situation? Most importantly, no matter which it is, make sure this is an opportunity. Not an obstacle. Don't see this as an obstacle. Don't see this as something that blocks you. No, see this as an opportunity to say, okay, now I've got my life back. Now I've got I'm back to ground zero. Let me build again. Let me be me. Let me be free.
Yes.
That's kind of what I would strongly suggest to you.
Yep. Don't look at what's right in front of you. Look at past that. Okay. Because it's time for you to really, really shine and show the world and not be afraid. You really step into being fearless, like Dawn is saying. It's like you already there. You already engulf it. Yeah. Did you see that bright light behind me? As soon as I was like, you're fearless already? Yeah. It's like you have so many people that's backing you on this. So your decisions that you are making, Shawana, don't second guess them, okay? Don't just literally go for it, okay? Because there's an opportunity, there's a blessing coming into you, and it's going to help change. This is a promise coming into you.
Yep.
Wow.
You have a spirit tribe all around you. Again, family, hope. A lot of
Yes.
family crossed over. They're back behind you. They have surrounded you. They're supporting you and they're helping you to move forward. So again, know that you are blessed. Know that you are moving forward with this, and this is that you're moving in the right direction. Okay, this was
Yeah.
good. This is a good thing. Okay,
This is a great thing. No wonder. I mean, like,
absolutely.
I didn't have to get hit or be all pacing back and forth. Like, we took our time. Like, y'all taking too long. Let's get on here. Hey, Victor.
Hey, Victor. How are you doing, Victor? Next, we have Bethany Lee, and she
All
came to my
right.
attention. She says, "Hi, blessings and love. Can I ask if there's a house move on the cards for me soon, please? I'm looking." And yes, there is. Yes, you will be relocated. You are going to be in about 2 to 3 months. Not anytime sooner than that. I feel like again, 2 to 3 months is the window that I'm picking up, and I also think that you're going to be frustrated initially and through the process. You're going to be frustrated because things aren't lining up, and then all of a sudden, boom, the right house pops up. So again, go with the flow. Make sure that make sure you're doing the work. Make sure you're looking and you're helping whoever else is helping you as well to find something. Make sure that you're being part of that. Don't just sit back and wait for it to come to you. That's not going to happen. But more importantly, don't get frustrated that there's so many things that come your way that don't fit, because eventually the right one will. 2 to 3 months is what I'm picking at. So, anything else you got to add to that?
The angel quote, you're ready and the situation will improve.
Yep.
Basically the same thing that you just
Exactly.
said.
Yep. So
There you go. That was just so like pew, pew, right on point with that. But your situation definitely will improve. So
mindful mind. Apparently,
you got.
No, you go ahead with this one because yeah, my words are not as.
Yes, it
gentle.
is. You started it. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna act like I didn't, see it. Okay, mindful mind.
I'm not reading it. I was.
I'm not either.
Okay, good.
I would save that question for Bonnie.
There you go. Let me put Bonnie. That's a good way to put it, because my mind wasn't
that
there.
is going to be the perfect person to answer that for you, and you can reach out to her privately as well.
Yes. Click on this link. Make sure that there we go. Calling on Angels 1111, right here.
Yes.
Click on her link. Make sure that you subscribe and then message her. She's also on Facebook, so if you can't message her on YouTube, you can message her on Facebook. Calling on Angels 1111. It's so unique. There's no other. She is the one. Reach out to her, and she will probably give you the answer you're looking for in a way that will save us from making the statements that we usually make in reference to love readings.
Yes.
Because the one thing we don't do is we don't get into other people's minds. And so when you're wondering what someone else is thinking, if you've been laying down with them for quite a while, you should be able to roll over and say, "Hey, what are you thinking?" But we'll let Miss Bonnie.
Bonnie can answer that.
Exactly.
It's best to do that, and it's probably best to have it private.
Yep.
Because that is not a conversation for everybody. Okay. Can we do Kelly Bailey?
We can do Kelly Bailey. Let me find Kelly Bailey. Kelly, are you still here? Confirm that you are here, and if it's general or specific or whatever, let us know.
Oh, it was a general. It's a general.
Okay.
It's just.
Is she more recent, or did I? Because I'm not being able to find her.
It's under.
Kelly,
it's right over Victor.
Well, that's way down here somewhere. What's up?
It should be purple.
There it is. Got it. Yep. Got you.
Kelly, are you still here, love?
While you're at it, don't forget
to
give
there you
Miss
here. Okay, you here.
Give Miss Shauna some love too. Click on that button. Click on that button. That's the price of admission for a reading right there. Subscribe.
Yeah, now you know. If you was wondering how y'all want to pay us, get those likes, get those, subscribe to us. And stay with us. Not no subscribe today and leave tomorrow.
Exactly. And while you're at it, give Miss Angie some love.
Yes.
Give Miss Julie some love. And I'll take a little bit of smoochy too.
So smoochy.
What you got for Miss Kelly?
So with Kelly, I got things are about to take off for you. 8 of Wands. Okay. It may seem overwhelming as things rolling. Okay. And it's a good thing. That means the cycle is happening because you do have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is what I was getting to. Right beside the 8 of Wands. Like I said, it can feel overwhelming just because one after another. You're like, wait, what's going on? Wait a minute. I didn't get this done. I didn't get this done. You don't need to. This is the flow of spirit. Spirit is flowing for you. Okay. As I said that the wheel is coming, you're coming right back on top of what, and look what's happening. Look at what's right here. The Ace of Pentacles, Kelly. The Ace of Pentacles is that energy of a new beginning, new financial opportunity coming in. It can be a new job. It can be just something new, definitely. And this is not saying, let me just point this out. This is not saying next year. This is soon. Okay, very, very soon. So be on the lookout for a new opportunity coming in for you. This opportunity is going to close a chapter for you. 10 of Wands is closing something up, or completing something that is heavy, that is like feeling like a burden or maybe even a struggle because you've been carrying it, child. You've been carrying it for a minute with this 10 of Wands. But this is getting you ready to move forward, moving on, moving out of a chaotic situation into something amazing. And it's the unknown, but this is why I love the 6 of Swords. Regardless of what deck you use with the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Swords that come out, it is you relinquishing your power, you relinquishing your control, and letting spirit, letting your guides literally guide you to the right direction. And you're like, I don't know where the hell I'm going, but I got my stuff and let's go. I am ready for this ride, So this is really, really good energy. Once again, I do feel like you are overwhelmed with a lot, but this is a wish fulfillment, which is another thing. That's what you're moving to. That's what you're going towards. And this is keep that confidence level is up. That's esteem, that self-esteem is up. Knowing that, all right, I got that cup filled. I'm getting this cup filled. I'm getting this cup filled because you are allowing the universe to take over and provide for you. This is that let go, let God, and you just relinquishing your control and letting it happen for you. Because if not, you're like, what the hell is going on? This is where that overwhelming feeling is definitely happening for you. One thing that you need to do is to stop with the negative thoughts. Stop with the negative thinking. Stop with the pessimism here, okay? Because it can happen because it's like, oh, well, I don't know if I deserve that, or I don't know if it's going to happen for me. Well, I don't know if this is, you don't know. But one thing that you can do is change your wording. Here's affirmations that come into play, right? So you need help to change that mindset. Purchase this book. Purchase The Power Within. Okay, it's all about
Who wrote that book?
how.
Who?
I don't know who wrote this book.
Some amazing person must have wrote a book that
Somebody.
is such a wonderful thing.
Somebody. It's available on Amazon right now, so check this book out. And if you haven't, or if you're not a reader, get the Audible. Listen to the words, engulf into it, and if you don't want to have it in your hand, you got the ebook. So there you go. Victor said it. Love your damn self, people. Absolutely, Victor. But this is also letting you know, stop with the overthinking. But there you go, Kelly. Stop with that because it can put you in a hole of that negative, of that energy, of that negative energy. I wouldn't even say the devil energy, because the devil can be represented as one person, and or the shadow side, or the ego, or the pride. It can represent that, because that's the darkness. Like, because the darkness don't want no light, and the darkness want to stay dark. Nah, we're gonna bring some light in there, and that's what you gonna come in at, honey. And you're gonna go walking towards what you love doing with this Knight of Cups here. So get out of that. I don't know if it's gonna work out for me. This already showed you. This whole spread is showing you it's working out for you already. It's already started. You just got to keep up. You just got to get on this wheel, because there's a new cycle happening. This Wheel of Fortune, honey, it's no more of you at the bottom. It is now, which, yes. Yeah, I'm using the Pope, that one, Pope Tarot. And I'm using the Light Seers. And the one that we have, I haven't brought this one out in a while.
Oh,
The Tarot of the Divine.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the divine.
I love how you said yes, yes. like it's an art piece. Yes. Yes.
I practiced that.
Yeah, I see. I'm like, I love how that yes. Like, yes. Interesting. But yeah, this is what I got for you. Things are on the up, Kelly, and I think that's why Spirit just wanted me to call out to you, and do this reading, because you just needed confirmation too, to see where you was going, because it's the unknown, and that's the scary part about it, when you let that control go and you're like, you know what, whatever. But you got the Queen of Wands, and you got to remember who you are. You are a nurturer. You take care of your environment, but at the same time, you take care of self. But it's about being patient too. I want you to hear that. Be patient, my child. Okay? Be patient, my queen, honey. Let's get that right. My queen.
Yes.
So own that. Step into that, because you already have it. And you have a blessing coming to you. Okay? And this is going to take care of that burden, whatever it is that you've been holding on to. Okay? So that's what I have for you.
Super. I am using the Tarot of Dreams deck. And let's see what it has to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like you've been waiting for you again. You're waiting. You've been waiting. Stop waiting. It's like,
right.
Reach out, grab it. It's there. Why are you waiting for? Get something started. Get something new going. Get some new energy. Get some new excitement. Sitting back and waiting is not going to do it to you. Don't wait for somebody to bring you information. Don't wait for somebody to change things. This is on you. It is on you. So if you're sitting around waiting and twiddling your thumbs, guess what? Keep doing it, because if you do that, nothing's going to change. If you want change, be change. Be the change agent. It's time for you to make change. If you don't make change ain't coming. Don't sit around waiting for something else, because if you want lightning to strike, guess what? Lightning strikes a lot less than most anything else in life. So again, if you want to make a change, get the change going. Don't expect somebody else to do it for you. And this is the Five of Swords. Like Shauna said, surrender, drop all the pretense, drop all this, let it go, and just move forward. If you're worried about what somebody's going to say, don't care. I don't care.
It's crazy that you got the 5. I had the 6. So it's progression.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Yep. But again, you gotta let it go. Let it go.
Yes.
And when you let it go, you spin the wheel. You release the energy and you spin that wheel, and then you let the universe kind of help you through. But look at this again. The universe is going to correct the house. Again, they're going to come in. They're going to fix things. They're going to help you find where you need to be. They're going to help you to get your house in order. But you have to, first of all, let it go. Just let the energy, let something new and fresh come in. Because again, the old is not working. And change is a requirement at this point. And
Mm-hmm.
again, we've talked about change, and we've talked about the 2x4. We've talked about you changing, the universe changing. Universe sends you a message. If you don't get the message, don't be surprised if it gets ugly down the road, because the universe is telling you you need to make a change. The question is, are you ready for it? And if you're not ready for it, are you willing to at least entertain it? Because it will come. It will come upon you if you do not do something about it. And
Absolutely.
that's on you and nobody else.
No.
So,
No. So I hope you take all this advice, honey, child, and do what you need to do with it. See, this is another thing. When y'all get readings from us, if it's from Tuesday, Wednesday evening, and today or tomorrow, if you ask the same question, you're going to get the same answer if you're not applying. And if you ask the same stuff over and over again, it's like, okay, Spirit is like, did you not hear me the first 15 times that I said something? Why aren't you doing anything? You have to be the change. This is what Todd is talking about with those 4 changes. Okay? Are you going to sit and wait? Well, you're going to be waiting forever. So for all of everybody that's on here today, snap out of waiting for someone else to make the change for you. You be the change. Okay? Just saying.
mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's what my mom's. I know that's right.
I
And that's who you don't want to hear it from.
Exactly.
That be the thing. You be like, damn, that's the same thing my mama told me. But this is why they are experienced. That's why they are seasoned, because they've been through. You remember when you was a little kid and you thought you could do this and that, and then the parents said, "Do you not think that I did this before you?" I know what you're doing. I know where you're about to go. I know what you're about to say, because I've said the same thing. You're like, "No, I'm gonna change my words." Well, okay, well, change them up. Change up your action, but you're gonna do the same stuff. But this is if you was to, like Don said, if you had today to live and you was going to die tomorrow, how you going to live today? Are you going to change up how you do things? Are you going to change? Or are you going to be in this moment? Are you going to put the work in? Or are you just going to say, well, I'm going to die tomorrow anyway, so it don't make a difference. I'm not going to live life. You going to give up? No.
Let me put it this way. I got to do something real quick. What is it?
Do it now.
Do some math for me. Do 24 times. Oh, damn. I need to do 60 times 60.
Okay.
There's 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour. And then 24 hours in a day. So, okay, here we go. Let me give you an analogy. If I were to offer you and tell you that you get $86,400 to spend within 24 hours, and either you spend it or you lose it, right? Nothing carries over. Okay. So you get $86,400. Are you going to spend it? What you're going to spend it on? Okay. Mm-hmm. Are you going to go big or are you going to go home? Are you going to just save it again? Because if you don't spend it, you lose it.
Right.
Okay. So you use it or lose it. What are you going to do with that $86,400? Are you going to go out and buy some crazy cars? You're going to do whatever. The point is $86,400. Go out and enjoy it and spend it. Okay. Now let me remind you, time you cannot get back and you cannot carry over. So think about it. Every day when you wake, every day when the clock strikes midnight, you get up to, because some people ain't going to make it all the way through, but you get up to 86,400 seconds. You don't get those seconds back. So as that clock tick, 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 you lose them. The question is, what are you going to do with that 86,400? Are you just going to blow it off and ignore it and not put use to it? Remember, you don't get it back. And you cannot get an additional amount of time. You cannot get more than 86,400 seconds in that day. The question is, what are you going to do with it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, are you just going to let it poop poop and say, okay, I'm just going to sit here and do nothing with it? You can do that. But remember, you can't get it back. If it was money, let's put it back into money. Would you have that same thought? It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing how time is worth more than money. And yet
Yes.
for the money, you're like, hell no, I'll spend it all. I'll use every aspect of that day, every aspect of that money, because I'm going to get the most of it. But yet, if I tell you it's seconds in the day, your mind kind of changes. And you're like, well, maybe I'm too tired or I don't want to.
Yeah. I
Damn,
don't
think
feel
about it.
like doing this. I don't, I'm gonna save it for another time.
Yeah.
I don't want to go do this. I don't want to go
Yeah.
do that.
And the reality is the time is gone. You lost it.
Mm-hmm.
So, give that a thought. Think about that. That's just think about that. If it's $86,400, man, you have a whole different perspective than it's of 86,400 seconds, and neither one you get back, neither one. So the question is, what do you do with it? What do you do with it? Just a thought. Just a thought.
Now, take that question and journal it tonight.
Oh, very good.
Really step into your inner self, okay? And really, really, open that door of what will you do with those seconds?
Yep.
Not the money. Everybody can do anything with the money. Shoot, you want to give it to the homeless. You want to do that. You want to give it to your family. You want to do this. You want to, or be not selfish, but hey, go see the world. However, but at the end of the day, when you say seconds, what you gonna do with them? So write this down. Write that question. If you need to go back and rewatch this, this is at 1:16:12. What that question is. Okay, what would you do?
Mm-hmm. Remember, when you leave this day, you cannot carry over the 86,400. Be it money or seconds, you cannot carry it over. So you have to spend it. Question is, what are you going to spend it on? Are you going to spend it sitting in a room, looking at a window, wondering what somebody else is doing, wonder what somebody else is saying about you, wondering what everybody else is doing in their lives? Or are you out there living yours?
Yeah.
Are you spending your money, your 86,400 seconds on you? On helping you to find a new way, to help you to understand what you're thinking, what you're going through, helping you to figure out, hey, what can I do tomorrow with my next 86,400? Help me plan the use of my time.
Right.
Again, when you put it into financial terms, sometimes it helps you to realize, damn, we take time for granted. It's amazing how we ignore our time, but we don't ignore our money. So I'm asking you to equate it, and I'm asking you to write down in your book tonight, like Shauna said, journal it, and then think about it over the next few days. Think about, what would I do? How can I do it? What can I use to more amplify the benefit of the time that I have?
Right.
Instead of just, again, are you leading your life or are you accepting life? Don't be accepting life. Lead your life.
Right.
Lead your life. Lead.
Do you hear the key word? Did y'all hear the key word? Lead. Lead. See? I have another spirit here. This is a trap.
They're all around you today.
You ain't lying. They probably was like, shut up, damn. Finally you're back. What's going on? Now, this time it's a woman. But I'm just saying, the word is lead. The word of the day, lead. How will you lead? Or are you going to pity pat from other people's, footsteps?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going to start your own footsteps?
Yeah. Yep. And I cannot believe I'm telling this, because you're probably watching it on the phone. Put this down.
Yeah.
Put this down. Give yourself a
break.
Give it 2-3 hours. Give it a day. Put this damn thing down for a little while, because you aren't living when you're watching, and you're living through other. Look at that. My isn't that great? I love that.
Yes.
I still have my logo in there. I love it. It's wonderful. Lord have mercy. I just got squirrel. My point is, put this down. Put the phone down for a little while today, if not for an entire day. And
pick the book up. And pick up the book with the power within. This is a part of connecting with you. Or if you don't want to read it, cool. You don't have to read. You can listen or and even take out your journal and write, reflect. It's still on sale.
And it still,
15% off.
it still won't pop. There it goes. It popped up now. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm hitting that button. It won't come up. I'm like, what? Okay, Spirit, stop messing with this. Sorry,
It's
Sean.
still on
I
sale.
got the hint. I was there.
Journal what's going on. Because a lot of times if you cannot speak to someone, you writing it down, you're speaking. You are already you're letting it out. And then when you write it down, you also saying, wait, I just found my solution.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, I just found my next idea. Or
Yep.
wait a minute. I hear you, Spirit. And then you start to open that door up of connecting to your higher self, connecting to your spirit team, because they hear, they want to help, but you gotta invite them in. You know, some tips for y'all to really, if you're wondering, how do you ground yourself? How do you pour into you? When I say pour into you, you read things like this. How do I use my power to change? How do I use my words to change what's going on with me? And this is being consistent of speaking affirmations, speaking life into you, into yourself. No one else. Now, granted, there's a bunch of people that's on YouTube that does affirmations and you can listen to these affirmations. But are you connecting with those affirmations? Are you speaking? It's a great foundation to figure out what needs to be said. Listen, I have my affirmations here. I type my own affirmations up. Okay? I type them up and I make sure I speak them because I connect with these affirmations. I've written a bunch of affirmations from back in the day, but there's no connection there. These I really connect with. And I feel like these are my affirmations for this chapter in my life because it will change. You're gonna add some, and you're gonna take some out because now you leveling up. So when you speak these words, you speaking words that you believe. You speaking words of conviction. You are pouring that passion in. I'm sorry, I just took over the book part, but I'm just saying of how important it is to speak affirmations.
Does anybody still see us?
No one don't see us no more?
Oh, my thing just disappeared. Did everybody's
See, that's what happened to you. You clicked off of something and came right back.
Mm-hmm.
It did the same thing. I see you fine. So
Interesting. The whole thing went black.
it went black.
And then just it's like the book, something about the book. When I clicked on that book, it went so
Yeah. So what you may have to do is just close out don't leave.
Yeah. No, it's all back. I can see everything. It all came back.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, I walked through it, child.
When I clicked to click off the book, because I took it down from the thing, everything went blank. So it's like weird. It's like something in the software. Crazy.
Man, let me tell you, they've been messing with us today because we just got back, y'all. Okay, they like, oh yeah, we playing with y'all today. Exactly. They played with us earlier, couldn't get it right. Now they playing with us today. But yeah, Kelly. But for everybody, this was not just for Kelly. This is for everybody of the information. But the book is very powerful of informations. I mean, affirmation of information too. But it is the understanding of it that makes it so informative and will show you what your life can be by you believing in yourself. I think that is so great of putting how words Can't change, the power does lie in the tongue. And when you can either speak life or you can speak death in your life. So I'd rather speak life.
One thing I would suggest too is that even though I've just told you to take the phones and put them down, the one other thing I would suggest is that phone can be useful in some ways as well. One thing you can do is take the phone, click on the video, and record yourself and have a conversation with yourself. Discuss whatever is coming to that moment. That whatever you need to feel, whatever you need to vent with, whatever you need to maybe beat around and try to come up with an answer or something. Record it. Record the conversation with yourself, and then go back and play it over time. Or you can click on that text to script, or what is it, voice to text or whatever, and you can talk into the phone and do the same thing, and then the message, and then go back and read it later. Again, in those conversations, in that text, in the writing, don't be surprised if you find a whole lot more than you thought, because again, you're in the moment and you tend to overlook some of the things that you're actually already know, the things you've already stated. So you may want to use the phone in a very positive way. Allow it to be your therapist. Talking to the phone. You're having an issue that day. You're falling apart that day. Don't post it. I'm not saying post it. What I'm saying is video it, and then watch yourself a little while later when you're in a little different frame of mind, and you may find so much about who you are, what you are, and the things that you're not even connecting to, because you don't do that perspective. And again, a perspective of somebody else looking in. And that's what the video will do. It allows you to look in on you at a time where you're thinking a little differently. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I gave up that much power to a person, that here I'm beating myself up for this. Or I can't believe that I didn't see how focused I was and how myopic I was, when there's a bigger picture here to be considered. I can't believe that I couldn't find the answer when it was right in front of me, and I even said it, and yet I couldn't find it. Again, it's a wonderful opportunity. This tool can be terrible because it can eat you alive, and also it gives you a false sense of what the world's about, because people put stuff on here that isn't real. Their lives that they want you to believe are not real. These unscripted but scripted reality shows that aren't real at all. We've learned to accept that as something different than what it really is, which is entertainment. And what I'm asking you to do is use that phone in a different way. Use it to help you do some reflection. Use it to help you get a better understanding. And again, when you video yourself in the moment, when you're having a crisis, when you're having a frustration, and you're talking to yourself, first of all, by venting, it allows you to release, which is wonderful. But more importantly, when you watch it back in about an hour or two, you see a side of you that you haven't seen, because you're living in the moment and you didn't see it. And then it can wake you up and say, damn, I'm actually irrational sometimes, or I really don't use logic as much as I thought, because sometimes I'm running on emotions. Could be you may never change. You may say that's okay, or you may say, damn, I don't want that for myself. But it can be instructional. It can be very instructional. So
Absolutely.
Get that a consideration.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I kind of figure out who the lady is for. Gina. I don't know how to say that damn last name.
Let me see if I can find her. I know she's here.
Yeah.
This system froze again.
Because when I was looking, I was like, okay, give me something. And I got a bunch of chills.
Is it
That's
this one?
how I knew it was a woman. Yep. That's how I knew it was, because I got, for some reason, the guys make me feel warm. The kids mess with my face every time. The women, I have like a little chill sometimes when they come through. But yeah, so the message that I'm getting with you, Gina, is you need to have courage and strength. Yeah, you know how to say her last name?
Oh, I know I ain't gonna do it. No, I will butcher it up terribly. I ain't gonna do it.
Right, so we don't want to mess up your last name, girl. But the message here that is coming through, because I'm like, oh, okay, what is it? What is it needs to be said? Is you need to have courage, but you also need to have patience. Patience with self. It almost feels like, Gina, but you have to hang one here. it's time to release. Okay? It's time to let go of things that are no longer serving you. And as you let that go, you start to free yourself, because you're holding on to things that is as I look at this card, it's like people are ready for you to release. Other people are ready for you to release, because you were just holding on to whatever and you just dangling. And it's like, okay, are you gonna cut the cord, or are you going to keep holding on and let the blood rush up to your brain and hopefully pass out? No. You need to let it go. Don, me. Let it go. Let it go. I was getting my notes together. Okay. Because it's obvious that you're juggling a lot of things. It's obviously that you are you want to do this right. You want to, take care of this. I feel like you also need to find balance. And I think that, or I feel like you are pushing for the balance, but not pushing for the balance. It's just like you just in it. You just being in it. I also feel like there is a lot of heartache here with you. But the main thing you need to focus on is letting go of things that's draining your energy. Letting go of things, and this could be people, okay? And it just feels like one thing after another. I just feel like you are just drained with so much, or people just taking that energy from you. Um, and it messes with your confidence, because the Nine of Cups usually shows that, you're super confident, and maybe that's where you were in that part of your life, but it's like now you need to get back into, and it dropped. Now you need to get back into it. All right. And I feel like there is somebody that will help you, because you do have the King of Cups here. Are you married, Gina? Or are you, with somebody? Because I just feel like this person is there for you. And they're going with the flow, but they letting you, do you. But you need to lean. Okay, so yes, you need to lean into your partner. I think a lot of times when we, especially women, um, or a significant other that is more in tune with their emotions, that they feel like, oh, I'm gonna keep this in because I don't want to bother nobody with what's going on, or I don't want to put no pressure on it's enough going on already. I don't want to put this too much because I gotta be here for the family. But no, that's what your partner is there for. Okay, and pour into your partner so your partner can help you see a different way, or feel things differently than what you are already feeling. That's just little advice there. But you do have the Three of Pentacles. It's going to take a team. Okay, it's going to take a team for y'all for you to get back as one. On top of that, but you got to let go of this negative thinking. You got to let go. It sneaks in, because it's like this, I want to keep you down energy. It's low vibration energy here. And it's like, well, if you don't have this, then you won't be able to survive, or all of this and all of that. No. There's groups, there's people that you can talk to, that's going through the same thing that you're going through. And it's out there. You got to be the one to reach out. You're the one to, download meetups. I know we said get off the phone, but let it work for you. Join these groups, and so that you can continuously pour out, so you can be number one for your family as well. But heartache is definitely there. I feel like there is things just keep piling on you. As far as in your mother passing, because she is definitely here. She's like, this is so funny. It's like, don't be acting. I didn't bring you up, to be. I'm not. I'm just gonna say, like a punk, but like you have this strength for a reason. Okay, it's not to um um for you to waddle in it or be a victim. Okay, and I also feel like with this Three of Swords is here. It's like, all right, you grieved. Now it's time for you to live your life. Because she's like, don't be grieving over me for long. That ain't doing nothing but messing your life up. Center yourself and protect yourself with the Seven of Wands here. Okay. I pulled the healing cards out today, and I was trying to figure out why I needed them. But yeah, that's why the strength card came out first, Gina, because that was the reminder that she was giving you, and that she's giving you. You are a strong somebody, and you need to embrace that, because you have a great backing. Oh wow. Oh wow. You got miracles happening for you. And as things are happening, um be open to that, but yet at the same time you are going through a spiritual growth here. And this is your faith. This is your faith in yourself, believing in yourself, and also your team. You do have new love here, so I feel like there is a new love developing, and that can be of self, your child, or even your significant other when it comes to new love. But more importantly, for self, because this is what's coming out of that, is loving yourself all over, and it's getting that confidence back up. That's what I have for you. I think that's what the message that was coming through. She was trying to remind you of to have patience and to have the courage to keep living, and not grieving and dying, and being in the victim mentality part. There's a great video you can watch on my channel of victim mentality. I really need to go back and to spoof that up, do a part 2 to it, because there's new issues that come up. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so
Absolutely.
that's what I have. Do you have anything for?
I do, and
Okay.
it's interesting that she mentioned postpartum depression, and because the thing that I was getting is, mm, coming from love, Gina, coming from love. When I say this, okay,
Mhm.
um, your husband married you.
Mhm.
He knew who he was getting, and he likes a fuller woman. Um, that's a good way to put it. Again, and you're now worried about being a fuller woman. You don't worry for him. He likes every inch of you. He loves every
Yes.
inch of you. He loved every inch of you before he married you. He was drawn to you initially because of the way you looked, and he cannot help but appreciate who you are now because you've given him the mini me, and he
Yes.
loves every moment of being a dad. So again, when Shauna had, I should have mentioned you to stay the seven, and you had
Seven of Wands.
the Seven of Wands, and then you pulled it out with the new love. The new love is again love of self, is what I was picking up, and that
Yeah,
is
that's what I got for you.
remember that you need to love what he loves because he
Mhm.
loved you. He loved you. He still loves you, and so if you, I get the feeling like part of your issue is about you and of your body image or whatever. No, let it go. That's your issue. That's
Mhm.
your issue with trying to hold up to a standard that you see that somebody has convinced you that you need to be. No, he doesn't care about a standard. He
Mm-mm.
cares about a woman, and that woman is you.
You,
So,
Gina.
exactly, and no one else. So make sure that you live you. You be you. You continue to experience what it is to be Gina, and that's the woman that he fell for. That's the woman that he wants and has always wanted, and nothing else, nothing more, except now you've given him even better of a prize by giving him another life form that is a
Yes.
combination of you and him. And know that that love is stronger than it has been. Don't question it, because sometimes you do. Sometimes you want to get into the pity party. You want to be the host of the pity party and say,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, woe is me. I don't know why. I don't know." Who cares? Don't ask. Don't ask why. Enjoy the moment that he loves you. Enjoy the moment that now you can bring love to this child, and enjoy the moment that you are who you are. You're the only one of you. There's no other ones out there.
None.
So make sure that you connect with that same emotion, that same feeling that it was that he drew to initially, and be proud of who you are and live in his eyes, if nothing else. If nothing else, if you need him to be the strong person for a little while, live in his eyes and see what he sees of you until you finally see what it is that you need to see as well, and realize that you are a wonderful, whole, fully formed individual worth a lot, and he sees that and knows that. Okay,
Yes.
so know that going forward. All right, know that
That's
going.
what I was talking about earlier about allowing him to pour into you, my
Mhm.
love. I mean, like that is you pour out and he's gonna pour in. And he ain't going nowhere. He is chill. He is I feel like he's like this laid back and I got you. Don't you worry about anything. That's why that King of Cups, I love it because that's that balance, okay, for you, and that's definitely his energy. So postpartum is, it sucks,
Mhm.
but at the same time it can make you feel like you are alone 100%.
Mhm.
And before you feel that way, your mama is telling you, no, 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 I did not raise my daughter to be a victim. I raised her to be strong and the queen that she is. And she got a king. So, and that king loves her before, after, after, all of that, you know?
Mhm.
So, take this from what we are saying. This is coming from love, love. Literally, Gina. And you just needed to hear, you need to get your strength back up and dust that off your shoulder and let it go. Your mom is telling you to let go of this grief of what is no longer serving you. And you know what is no longer serving you. These emotions. If you got to cry, cry. Cry on his shoulder. Let it all out. I highly do recommend, once again, for you to watch that video. This gives you a nice um, walkthrough of, and it was a channeled message, and this channeled message was a long time ago, but it's so for right now. I feel like I just had a pat on my back. Thanks.
The spirits are giving you praise. There you go.
Yes, I was
You're
like,
like,
wait a minute, what the heck? I felt like it was a heavy ass hand, but it was like, you know how the old ladies do or the old people,
uh-huh.
it's like, damn, did I get my shoulder back or did I get my back? I just felt like, yeah, I got a whole, yeah. There you go.
I love it.
Thank
I
you,
love it. I
Mama.
love it.
I know, right? Wow, we getting
Mhm.
a little deep today since we done got back together
I'm
on a
telling you.
Thursday.
I'm telling you. Yes, but and this one needed to be said, and she needed to
Oh,
hear
heck
this,
yeah.
which is wonderful. Again,
Mm,
it's amazing when we tap into ourselves and we actually
mm,
get honest, man. It can scare us. It can scare us, but man, at the same
boy.
time, it can liberate us, because sometimes our biggest block is us. It's nobody else. It's
Yes.
nobody else. It's us. So
Yes. Yes. It's time for you to do new. Be in the new,
mhm.
Gina. Okay?
Gina,
Step
don't
in
don't
that.
grieve her loss. This is
No.
Let me help you with this, because I'm
Yes.
telling you, she's on the other side. She's whole and she's healthy again, and now she's able to help you in ways that she couldn't before because of the
Mhm.
limitations of her physical her physical limitations that's given to you by having a body. She is happy. She is healthy. She's good on the other side.
Yeah.
Celebrate her life. Celebrate the fact that she brought life to you. Celebrate that she exists and shines in your child. Celebrate the fact that she is there with you 24/7 whenever you want her, when you did not have her 24/7 in her physical form. Celebrate her living. Don't get mired into the loss of not having her there, because that's for you. The sympathy is for you. So no need for that. She doesn't want that. She wants you to celebrate and remember the happy times. Remember the moments when she helped you to understand how to think about something properly, how she nudged you by turning the neck a little bit, by altering a little bit, by planting the seeds and letting you figure out the way forward. How when she when you needed somebody to cry on the shoulder, she was there. How that she has been there from birth to her death, and that she saw you come into this world. She brought you into this world. And you should, if nothing else, celebrate the fact that she gave you birth, but more importantly, that she taught you how to be a mom. And now she left after giving you the lessons, and now you have those lessons. Think about it. If she had left sooner, you may have not gotten the full amount of the lessons that you needed, but she gave it to you. And she gave it to you by giving you the opportunity to see what a good mom is, to understand what a good mom is, and not just hear this. Because all kinds of people talk about, oh, I'm a great mother, I'm a great mother. You don't even know your child's middle name. You don't even know what date he was born.
You don't even know what your child's favorite color is, if they're allergic to something. You don't know none of that. But one thing's for
They
sure.
do like to talk.
Yes. One thing's for sure, Gina. She is around your baby girl all the time. Like that baby sees her all the time. I think that's another thing that she wants to make sure. She's like, oh, I ain't going nowhere. What are you talking about? I'm right here.
Yes.
She's like, I ain't go nowhere. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And that is the protection that she has on your baby child.
Yep. Yep.
And I saw, now let me tell you, your mom that has no limitations, physical limitations whatsoever. Because the way she hit me on my shoulder, child, like, good job. And I'm like, wait a minute. I felt like a little pain just came out of nowhere. So I'm like, okay. Oh, shut the front door. Well, hello, Juan. How are you? My name is Shauna. Nice to meet you. You are so welcome. Well, look up there. It's a family affair. Hug her, kiss on her, give her all them smooches, everything.
Absolutely. And again, you guys were meant to be here today for a specific reason, because your mom drew you in because she knew she was coming in today. And Gina, you needed to hear this. You needed to know your mom's there. And so never forget. And Gina, what I would suggest to you to do, this is the candle trick. I tell people over and over again. You guys get tired of hearing it, I'm sure, but you need to hear it, okay? Is that find a quiet space in the house. I know it's hard when the baby's around because, again, the baby gets a lot of attention, but give yourself 5 minutes. Go get a quiet space in the house, a space where the light is dim or dark. Get a tapered candle. The candle needs to not be the issue, so I don't care. But I go with tapered because you need to look through the candle, not at the candle. Light the flame. Make sure that you light the flame. Set a timer, and then put your technology away. And you're going to do this for 5 minutes every day. The first 7 days are going to be very inspirational to you. The first 2 days are going to be hard as hell, and you're going to be frustrated. You're going to want to kill me. You're going to come take my throat out, because you're going to see how you don't control your brain. What I'm going to give you is a way to control your mind, helping you to take control of your brain instead of letting your brain controlling everything about you and you endlessly going along with it. What I'm going to do is suggest, again, light the candle, set 5 minutes, focus on the flame, only the flame. Everything in your mind should only be about the flame for 5 minutes. If you can't think about it, if you can't silence the brain, then let the brain ask, I wonder if it's going to flicker higher. I wonder if the blue means it's hotter than colder. Whatever you need to do, but it's all about the flame. The first 2 days are very difficult because, again, you're not used to shutting your mind down. You're not used to quieting it. And the brain will constantly try to get in there. And it's like, no, 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 no. I'm controlling you. I'm telling you when to turn on. I'm telling you when to turn off. The first 2 days are the most difficult. Get beyond it. You're fine. Over time, over the next 3 to 5 days, you will be surprised. The fact that now you're able to shut the brain down, you're able to tell it to be quiet. You're able to focus solely on the flame. And by the 7th day, don't be surprised if while looking at the flame, you may see images come through behind the flame. Maybe people have crossed over because now they're coming through. More importantly, you're hearing voices, you're tapping into things, you're sensing, you're feeling, you're smelling, all the ways in which the other side communicates with you. You pick up those senses and smells and everything else. The things that are always around you already, but you're so preoccupied you can't pick them up. Gina, there your mother will be. There your mother will come through. There his mother will come through. They'll come through in an image. They'll come through in some thoughts. They'll come through, and you'll know it's their thoughts because they'll come through to you in a way that you don't think, in a way that you're the stream of consciousness that runs through your head. You're going to think, wait a minute, that's not mine. I don't think that way. I don't use certain words. I don't think about certain technologies or whatever else. So whatever that comes through, the point is you'll know it's not yours. So that's them coming through to you. So either they're going to show themselves, they're going to talk to you. If they talk to you, then you'll go change your drawers because you'll crap yourself. And again, a lot of people do. It shocks them when they hear it for the first time because they're like, whoa, I wanted it. But when it happens, you're like, whoa, that's crazy. So they'll either talk to you, they'll download information into your head, they'll give you some ideas, they'll give you a scent, a smell, they'll touch your skin, they'll give you a breeze or something. They'll many or images. Again, many ways in which people reach out to you. Gina, do this for 7 days straight and report back to me and tell me what your reactions are. If you, by the end of 7 days, have not learned to control your mind better to be able to turn it off, I will be very much shocked. That means you haven't put the work in. But if you put the work in by the 7th day, I guarantee you're able now more to control the mind. And when you control the mind, then you tell the mind, okay, I'm opening up to seeing who's here, what they have to share with me, and I'm cutting out the world because that's not really important to me at this moment. And you will be able to have the conversations with your mom that you wanted so desperately to do. And more importantly, you'll be able to have the conversations with your husband. You'll be able to have the conversation with your neighbors because you'll be more in tune with yourself than you have ever been. And it will scare you. It'll scare you. It'll give you relief. It'll bring you all kinds of mixed emotions. But the best part is that now you are controlling your mind instead of letting your mind control and determine how you're going to be doing things. Because guess what? Again, your mind should not be on autopilot. You should be controlling. Again, are you accepting life or are you leading life? You lead your life by leading your brain. Okay? There you go. All righty then. Next, who is next? Who is next? I don't even. I'm like, whatever. Our readings are long today. Boy, people would. I'm sure there's people out there saying, "Damn, these people are just like long-winded." Well, we are because the message needs to be long-winded.
Yeah, because let me tell you, Spirit came in 3 times today for us, so we don't know. And 2 of them was over here tripping. Like, hey, Gina Mama didn't trip too much, but
she smacked on the back.
She did smack me on the back. She
like,
did smack me on the back.
Alrighty then.
Good job. What? Ow. Threw my show down. Can I put it back in?
Gina or husband, one of you today, go out and buy a sunflower. Make sure you put a sunflower in the house. I'm being shown a sunflower, so make sure you put a sunflower in the house. Make sure that you put it close to a window so you can watch how it reacts. Get a sunflower and make sure that you have a sunflower with you. Yes. Does your child have a blanket with sunflowers, or do you have a hat with a sunflower or something? Because there is, for some reason, the sunflower, I'm being drawn to the sunflower for you, that you need to have that in the house. Is that your mom's favorite? Is that what it was? I don't know. Anyway, get a sunflower. Put some sunflowers in the house today. Bring that energy in. Bring that celebration. We're getting ready for a weekend. So if you're getting ready for a weekend, invite energy in. Do things that will draw energy in. The sunflower will do that. The sunflower, if in its live state, when the sunflower sees light, it'll follow the light. So as the sun passes over in the daytime, the sunflower itself the head of it will face the light all the way through. Okay, which I love that energy. Be the sunflower. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there we go. Who is next, Miss Shauna?
I don't
Oh
know.
no, oh
I
no.
don't know. The energy was so big. I was just getting flashing lights. Now spirit want to be quiet. I'm like, well, you was all up in my back over here. But thank you, Mama, for showing up, because this was a strong reminder to Miss Gina.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, let's see what's coming up. Oh, thank you, Rachel, for letting us know. I mean, we are killing it today. Oh yeah, humbly blessed. Haven't seen that name before, so
I like that. I like
I
that.
like that.
Before we go into humbly blessed, unless this is
Yes,
for humbly blessed,
go ahead.
somebody, I'm getting, God, I feel like a Julie now. I'm getting some like, okay, a medical thing. Somebody has some stomach issues going on right now, and they need to be attended to. There is, somebody came in recently, so you were not here in the beginning. Whoever it is has come in since. Okay, and they've only been here for a short period of time, but I'm getting some stomach issues, and I'm feeling rumbling. I'm feeling a lot of kind of activity down in the stomach area, and I would strongly suggest that you not ignore this. I think that you need to maybe set an appointment and get some kind of advice on what's happening here, because this is not normal. This is beyond normal, and this needs a little attention. So I would suggest that if you have an opportunity, get yourself to like an urgent care or get whatever. If you're feeling that, again, whoever's feeling this, but there's this energy going on right in the stomach area, and it's been happening for a while, and you've been thinking, oh well, this will pass. This is not normal. What I'm feeling is not normal. It's very strong. It's very disturbing, and it needs attention. I'm not saying it's bad or whatever else. I don't know that. I'm not giving you that. What I'm telling you is it needs attention, and it will need some extraordinary something other. Like, so I don't know if they're going to give you a drug or they're going to give you something to help you, because this is needing to be addressed. So don't let it persist, please. Whoever this is for, take this message, because it is somebody who's been in the live for a while, but not since the beginning. This is somebody who's more recent, because this energy came over me while Gina was here, and I don't think it's Gina's energy, but there's a stomach issue going on. Okay, so there you go. There y'all go.
Well, humbly blessed. So they have a
Oh, you're
knot
kidding.
in their stomach.
Oh, then
Well, how about those apples right there?
this must be the one. So there you go.
And then Christina said, "I have stomach in my pain. I mean, in my stomach area. I'm going in tomorrow to get a CT scan."
Oh,
You know what also popped up was what's the stomach doctor's gastroenterologist?
gastroenterologist, is that what they call it?
That popped up because it's past that, but it really it needs to go. That's who I feel like that's where you'll end up seeing. Okay, for whoever's having those type of stomach problems.
So interesting, crazy, right?
Crazy, yeah.
Julie's like, don't steal my thing now. Don't worry, Julie.
Right?
This was something very strange, but it was like very strong, the energy. So it was meant to,
Oh, then it could have been Christina, because if she's going to go have a CT scan tomorrow.
So there you go. Pay
All
attention
right.
to it. Please pay attention.
Yes, please pay attention.
You know, we're told for a reason. We're told these things for a reason, to tell you.
We usually don't do we don't give medical advice, no financial advice or anything, but if something is strongly coming up, you still got free will and you can do whatever the heck you want. Okay?
But one thing we do advise, on when you need a journal and a planner. We definitely tell you when to do that and how to do it, because that's the planner and the journal. This is the hard copy version. If you order it, this is the hard copy version. If you order this version, it's the electronic version, which will be delivered. No, this is the hard copy. I'm sorry. This is the hard copy version. and this is the electronic version. So if you want it done, if you want it today, you order this one and it comes to you today. And the
Today.
questions and the issues are there. It helps you understand the astrological alignment of things throughout the month. Shauna has them penned in there. She also offers you amazing questions that give yourself insight to let you dig a little bit deeper. And of course, then there's this just amazing book that some amazing
Just
author who I
amazing
don't
book.
even know
Just amazing book.
who wrote about affirmations. And this is my journey through affirmations. And then I help you learn how to understand the science behind it and then put them to use. And if you have a few moments, I invite you to listen to the audio podcast about the book and metaphysical. This one is the visual one. So this is on YouTube itself. It's on a podcast, but this is the YouTube version of it. This one is video and audio. This one's audio. So if you're in a car, this is a perfect thing for you to check it out and to carry with you. Make sure I'm getting all the people in there. If you want to hear how religion has messed up some people's minds, Angie has lived the situation. She wrote a book about it, and it's a wonderful read. So again, if you're doing some summer reading, this is one to add to your list. And if you want to grow and learn and develop your metaphysical skills, then you want to get Miss Susan's book, because this one goes into them all. But it also is interwoven with stories of her life. And so you get a little more than just some education on the metaphysical. I think I got them all in there. And that was pretty smooth, right? I mean,
Yeah, did. That
really
was
good.
really, really smooth. Oh, also, I wanted to add, if you are purchasing a planner, use the promo code planner15 so you can get 15% off.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Boom. Boom.
And while you're at it, because we do have summer healthcare issues with our skin and with other things, you need to go to Miss Shauna's link.
That
tree,
too,
and it is
yes.
right here. And Miss
What
Shauna has some
about?
products that will help you take care of your skin during during this time. Well, not just this time, but all time, but more
All the
importantly in the
time,
summer,
yeah.
because we do beat our skin up in the summer because of the sun and everything else. And
Yes.
so if you're looking for those kind of products, or you're looking for jewelry and other things because they're great for gifts, Miss Shauna is a one-stop shop. Go to this LinkedIn. Make sure you have this LinkedIn saved in your browser. Okay. Make sure you hit that
Yes.
little bookmark and make sure you bookmark this, because again, you're going to come back to this over and over again, especially
Yeah.
let's say it's on a Tuesday morning and you have a special event because your wife has an anniversary, you have an anniversary with your wife, or she has a birthday or some other special thing on Saturday and you haven't gotten her a gift and you don't have the opportunity to get to the store. Don't go to the store. Go to Miss Shauna's little thing here and click this little LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Then when you go to the link tree, you click in there and you find her shop and you get the product ordered and tell her, hey, I need it for the birthday. Bam, it's sent to you.
Even it's
This is the metaphysical Amazon right here.
Yes.
Right here. But the thing is Amazon doesn't do any of their own products. Miss Shauna does all
I
of
make
her own products.
all. I make
All
them
of it.
all, honey. I make them all.
Absolutely.
Yes, PR. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So now we're back to whoever you were reading, who was a
Humbly.
They're like, damn, it's about time. Lord have mercy.
Right? Like, dang, everybody was talking about stomach issues. Yeah, you did a Julie. That was hilarious. I'm getting somebody. Julie, quick to say that.
Who's smoking? Who's smoking?
Who's smoking? Damn it.
Inside joke, folks. Inside joke.
Yes.
If you haven't watched Julie, you'll not know. And
You
Julie,
will not.
it's coming from love. We're not being.
Oh,
We're just,
heck yeah.
yeah, we're not coming from a vicious place. We're coming from love.
Yeah. Always love. But see, we can do that. Y'all can't.
Exactly.
All right. Humbly blessed. Humbly blessed. I love that name because that's what you kind of embody, honey. Okay? Like literally. You know, when we pick these names, we're like, okay, we're going to put a little bit of thought in it. But actually, when you in that life and is feeling it, that's what it is. You do have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant, I'm not going to clarify. Well, no, I got to clarify for the Hierophant. What I'm seeing here with this Hierophant is, you know, it's kind of making me feel like the tradition is coming up. Okay. And I don't know if it's, I feel like you hold it very close to your heart with this Four of Pentacles here. and keeping things traditional, of how to live life, how to do things, period, but you doing it traditional way. There is a but. It is like your own individuality here. I do feel like there is a moving thing happening for you. Six of Swords. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on from things. I also feel like it's time to move on from the traditional way of doing, not losing it, but just doing it your way, doing it differently. And I also feel like if there is a decision that needs to be made, you need to step into it and do it. Stop waiting around. This Knight of Swords, if it's involving you actually moving, then move. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the card beside it. Are you about to move, or are you thinking about moving? Because with this Four of Wands here, I do see a new place. I see either a house or apartment. I just see a new environment here. And there is an opportunity opening up for you for that, if that's what it is. If not, then that's just usually, can you confirm that before we move on? If hey, Miss Brenda, humbly blessed, because I just feel like there is moving involved. There's a lot of things going forward. Maybe buying my mother's, well, you need to jump on that. Whatever it is, you need to jump on that decision. Make the decision. Because right now is a great time. Yeah. I also see like you as you pack up what you need or don't need, it's like, I'm not carrying this with me. You are literally starting something new. You have the World here. And I feel like it's success, in the realm of success, because whatever has happened in the past, it's like, I'm not looking back. I'm taking what I need with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. I'm taking what I need, and I'm moving on. I can't stay in a situation where I feel like there is deceit, there is lying, it's too toxic. It's like you it's not wanting to be in that anymore, and Spirit is actually moving you out of it. So much so, you have the Three of Cups here, and this Three of Cups is definitely an indication of new co-workers, in my opinion. New co-workers, new set of friends that's actually healthy for you. All right. You do have the King of Cups here. I'm going to get a clarifier for this King of Cups. The King of Cups has been showing up. Whoever this person is has been, is very laid back and is going with the flow with this. Oh, you changed the bottom. It looks nice. Oh, you changed the top. It looked nice too. I just happened to look up. You have the Nine of Cups. Awesome. And the Chariot. Oh, so this is a confirmation of, you staying calm, cool, and collected and allow things to flow for you. But at the same time, a wish fulfillment, and there's victory. Okay. And guess who's bringing the victory in? You. You are the one. Uh-oh.
Oh, 1 second.
Okay. You are the one that's bringing in the victory, I'm seeing. It starts off kind of a little rocky. Not too much so, but I when I see the Hierophant here, I feel like this is also making it official. Like getting the paperwork signed and moving on, like keeping things as close to you as possible. But I do see you moving physically into a whole nother environment, and that can be the career and the house all at the same time. Okay, it can get overwhelming, but this is the change. This is also something that you manifested. This is a gift from Spirit. Yeah, this is going to mess with you of the balancing of, wait, I am moving into a new house. Wait, I am moving into a new career. Wait, I am moving into, what is going on here, right? But continue to work hard. 8 of coins. Continue to stay focused on your craft and your skills, because that's what's going to help bring them coins in. I also feel like you learning, um, those, whatever that you are doing right now as far as in career wise, it's taking you a step further. It's taking you to the next level here. Okay. And continue to trust your intuition. There's a lot of water around you. I feel like you should just continue to trust your intuition. Don't be surprised if you receive some news within the next few weeks. Okay, some good news is definitely coming in for you. And this is going to be changing. The word of the day is change and lead. I mean, this is good. It's not keeping someone, in the back. It's keeping you, Spirit is pushing you forwards. Spirit, the universe is opening up for you. So stay on course. You're moving right along in the right way. Okay. Trust your intuition. Don't sit around and hold making a decision. Make the decision ASAP, because this is what's going to get the ball rolling here. Okay. I do see some traveling involved here a little bit, but I feel like that's you traveling to your new destination of a new life. Uh, but all of this is showing you success, and you are the one bringing in the victory. Okay. Because there's the chariot here. It's the chariot. But trust yourself. Trust yourself. But let us know. Now I'm nosy. I'm going to be nosy. Let us know, me or Don or both, of what this good news that's going to be coming in for you within the next few weeks. All right, that's what I have.
It's interesting. I've been getting a lot of conflicting energies with this person,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not exactly sure why. I don't understand. Because usually you get some like a clear signal when you kind of go on. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought about picking up the cards, and I'm like, no, that's too easy. That's too easy, because I didn't. I need to process this energy. So the more I thought about it, and the more that I kind of lingered on it and thought, what is it that I'm trying to? What is it that's trying to be delivered to me?
Mm-hmm.
And and I must admit, I'm befuddled. I am befuddled. I have not been this befuddled in a long time with
Mm-hmm.
someone's reading, and
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of fear, and
Oh,
and
yeah.
I get a lot of fear, a lot of apprehension, and and also I get a little bit of misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if the misunderstanding isn't part of the fear and the apprehension. You need to relax. You need
Yes.
to relax, because you send a lot of anxiety, which comes on, and anxiety is around the things that I've mentioned, as well as some other things. You you have put yourself, in my opinion, the one thing that I see over imprinted over the screen for me here is
Mm-hmm.
the hangman card. I feel like you are afraid to make a decision. You are afraid to move forward, move
Yes.
backwards. You're afraid to make a decision because you're not sure exactly how it will impact you. And you know
Mm-hmm.
what? One of the worst things you can do is not make a decision,
Mm-hmm.
because you're waiting for life to kind of happen to you. Again, are you leading your life, or are you just going with the flow? And this, in the situation, this seems to fit you very well. Is and
Mm-hmm.
why are you so afraid? Why are you so afraid about making a decision? Believe me when I tell you, you really can't make a wrong decision,
Mm-mm.
because you can always change course if it isn't the right direction, or if you find that it doesn't measure up. But I need you to make a freaking decision. I need
Told
you
you.
to then get behind it and get moving in
Told
that
you.
direction. This quagmire, this anxiety, it is because you won't make a decision. The anxiety
Mm-hmm.
goes away when you make a decision, because guess what? As you start moving, then the inertia, that energy is created is a different kind of energy. So
Mm-hmm.
I again, you have me, but you had me befuddled. I still am befuddled to a degree because I'm thinking you have so much to give. You have so much coming in front of you, but you won't reach out and grab it. You won't
Yep.
make that decision to move forward. Instead, you just kind of sit there and wait. Nothing's coming to help you.
Mm-mm.
Get over the fact that you have got to start the conversation. You've got to start the activity. You've got to start the motion, and then once you do, things will line up with you. But if you're
Absolutely.
waiting something to kick you in the ass, guess what, it's not happening. Or
Mm-mm.
guess what, I am that person. I am the ass kicker. I'm telling you, get moving, because
Mhm.
no one's going to save you. There's not about a saving. It's not even a saving thing. No one's going to come in and help you to whatever. You need to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so hear me, hear every word I'm saying, that get moving. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Stop waiting. Nothing's going to change if you don't make the change happen. Okay, you've got to be the change
Absolutely.
agent. All right, and it's funny because it's you're so afraid of who did this to you. Who did this to you is what I keep asking myself. Who made you feel that your choices, is this a childhood thing? Is this a significant other thing? Somebody down the road really
Early.
has made, yes, made you think that you can't make right choices, or you make bad
Yep.
choices, or that you can't. It's like you have no confidence in your judgment. You have no confidence in things that you decide. There's a confidence question, and it came from somebody young, when you were young, not somebody young,
Mm-hmm.
but you when you were young, as Shauna has said, it it made you question your own ability to make decisions. So you
Absolutely.
need to kind of get over that too. It's time to now make a decision. And again, even if it's not the right decision, so well, who cares? You make a choice and then you move forward and you fix it. It doesn't matter. This isn't as though the world hinges on this one decision, but by finally having the confidence to make a choice, to
Mm-hmm.
make a decision, you will be amazed at how the next decision gets a little easier, and the next decision gets a little easier, and the next one gets even easier, because now you're building up confidence. Make little choices, make little decisions if you have to. If you have to have confidence and you can't have confidence in a big one, make a little decision. I want to do pink versus red. I want
Yep.
to go left versus right. I want to have this kind of food for lunch and not that kind of food for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make this for dinner. I'm going to stop at this grocery store versus that one because that one has better produce. Whatever. Use the little decisions to help give you confidence that you can make the bigger decisions. But it's time to start making decisions, because you need to give yourself a rest. You need to, whoever implanted that with you, whoever imprinted upon you the fact you can't make decisions,
Yeah.
they did not serve you well. And
No.
so now
And they
it's time for
still
you to
don't.
serve yourself.
And
Yeah,
they still don't. Because
yeah,
I feel like that's still back in the back.
it is.
And that's why when that Knight of Swords came out, I'm like, you got to make a decision or whatever.
Yep.
You got to do it. If
Yeah.
not, you're gonna sit around and you're just gonna keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and opportunity is gonna pass you by. It's time to push your own self, but it's
Yeah.
also your main thing is trusting your decision that you made,
Hmm.
regardless if it's right or wrong. Stand behind the decision.
Hmm.
Stand behind what you say. Like, nah, this is for me. All right, it's for you. Who is going to come at you saying that it ain't for you? I think, when I said it was earlier on, she made decisions and they were questioned. So much so there was where made her feel like, well, I'm just not going to do it. How many things did you miss out on? How many opportunities did you miss out on by listening to other people telling you that you did something wrong?
Yep. Or and the way in which we throw away certain words, and again,
Mm-hmm.
remember, your children listen. Your children, you listened when this happened to you, and you let it imprint on you. Oh, that you're stupid. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Is that the thing you want your child to remember, that you said? Oh, you're stupid? Is that the imprint? Or you can never do anything.
Yep.
or you can never do anything right.
Yep.
Those are the imprints.
You won't be nothing when
Exactly.
you get old. You're gonna be just like whoever, whatever, because
Yep.
they made the same decisions. But at
Exactly.
the same time, this is the cycle that you break.
Yep.
Okay, and it takes courage, and
Yep.
it takes faith in yourself of saying, you know what, I ain't gotta listen to this.
Yep. So
So
make
you
sure that as
remove
you,
yourself.
I say, make sure as you talk to
Yeah.
your children, you talk to your grandchildren, you talk to other people in your life. Don't tell them they're stupid. Don't tell them. I mean, because again, don't imprint that on anybody else because you've been down that road before, and other people have imprinted on you, and you
Mm-hmm.
find out how hard it is. Remember, our words have power. Words have
Mm-hmm.
power. So make sure that we don't make this. We don't continue the cycle. Make sure we
No,
break the cycle. Okay,
it
because
takes
you are
you to
enough.
break it. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You are enough. You are more than enough. You've got this. You can do something.
Mm-hmm.
You're not stupid.
Nope.
Sometimes you make bad choices. Guess what? You make bad choices. So do I. So does
Everybody
everybody
does.
else. But that doesn't mean you are bad. It means you made bad choices. So you made decisions that could be considered stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. Means you made some decisions that were considered stupid. Okay, so you spent poorly. That doesn't mean you can't handle finances.
Mm-hmm.
Again, go back to the basis of watch your words.
Yeah.
Make sure that your child sees and hears what you want them to see and hear to grow, and make sure that you understand that the things that you may not want them to see and hear, they see and hear it because you can't just turn their mind off. So
Mm-hmm.
so you don't bring that in front of them. Okay, I mean, it's just one of those things that just kind of trigger me in the moment is again, be careful what we say, because as we
Mm-hmm.
say things, as we do things, as we behave, our children are watching. Our children are
Absolutely.
watching.
Everybody's watching.
Absolutely. And we have no idea what the one trigger is that they'll remember, the one thing that they'll pick up. We don't know what that thing will be. But the
Mm-hmm.
last thing we hope it will be is something negative, because we never would want that for our child. We're hoping that they pick up on, damn, he's a hard worker. He's earned everything he's gotten. Damn, he's never afraid to take on something. Damn,
Mm-hmm.
he always comes up with great ideas and he pushes forward with them. Those are the things we're hoping. But there's no guarantee that that's what they pick up. They could see me in a weak moment where I'm like, God bless it, that person. It's like, no,
Right.
don't do that. Don't do that. And it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I've got kids too. Believe me, it's hard. And Lord knows Shauna and I have had conversations endlessly about
Well, I
some
like being an auntie.
exactly.
I'm
Auntie
going to say it
loves it.
every time. I love y'all. I love my nieces and nephews, but that's it. I can ship you back.
Exactly. So
Because
keep that in mind, folks. Really
yeah,
keep that in mind.
one card that did come out for you that I was just shuffling was New Beginnings. Okay? Humbly blessed. New beginnings for you. Take heed of that. Make the mistakes. They're only lessons to be learned. That's it. But when you make the decision and don't overthink it and say, all right, cool. You know what? Let me just go ahead and rock with this. Because it's a flashing light. That's how you know it's from spirit. That's how you know it's from the universe. If we keep telling it's time to make a decision and this is spirit letting you know, hey, are you listening? Or did you just no? Listen. Doggone it. But do what you want. And now the next time we talk, I don't want to hear this mess of, well, if what's gonna happen with this or what's did you take heed? Okay.
Super.
Woo, girl.
Well, man, I tell you what, it has been a long one. We're over 2 hours
Man.
long. Two and a half. Lord, two, two, two.
Yes. We was about to get 222.
Yeah.
Now it's 223.
So, with that said, I think we are done. Stick a fork in us. We are done. Miss Shauna, it has been wonderful finally being back with you and spending time with you. I do notice though, it's funny for folks. What happens is I have a camera here, so I find myself so busy watching us. And that I'm looking here because this is my screen down here. So when you see me looking away, it's not that I'm looking away. Actually, I'm looking at us because I love watching Miss Shauna's.
I love us too, child. I be looking at you. I be all up into. I'm like,
I know, but you get the benefit of having it right there. I'm like, I've got to figure out a way to get
Right.
the screen here. So where when I'm looking at us, I'm also looking at the camera because it
Yeah.
frustrates me because I'm like, I always look, I look as if I'm looking down. And indeed I
Yeah.
am because I'm watching us and I'm watching the
Yeah.
comments and everything else. So believe me, folks, I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm not ignoring anything. I'm not trying to not pay attention. I'm actually, when you see me looking down, it's because I am paying attention because all this is right here. And so you see again, this is the camera, right? But if
Yeah.
look at the camera where my finger is, and then look at my eyes. You see, I'm looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Very big difference, right? If I'm
Mhm.
looking here, I can't see there. This is
Yeah.
not the
So
screen's
my
down.
camera is the same. It's like right here.
I
But
know.
I look at the screen.
I know you are so lucky. I'm telling you, I've got to figure out a way to get that done. I don't know how to do it, but I will get it done because I'd rather
This
have
is
it
the
to where
camera.
it's projected.
Oh, this is the camera on my laptop. Now I usually have my other one, but I have it kind of set up when I do
Mhm.
the readings and stuff. So I'm like, I'm not messing with that. That was mm-mm, mm-mm. So when I do my readings down below, you can see. But it's all good.
I'll
I
show
just
you.
love my new background. It was a
I love
nice.
it too. The energy in that is wonderful as well. It's not just a good
Yes.
background, but the energy. Let's see.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can do that. I think I can. Yeah, this is so you can see it. See the camera here? Oh, wait a minute. You can't see it because I'm about brain dead. Oh Lord, have mercy. Here we go. See the
We gonna
camera?
pray for you.
The cat. I know. I'm one of Bobo's kids. Oh, Lord, I love it.
No
Um,
bobos.
see the camera is up there and then the
Yeah.
screen is down here so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is how it looks for us. When you see what you're on your side, our technology is very different as you can see.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine is very simple.
Yeah, when you're actually when you're hosting, that what you see is the host, and then
Yeah.
when somebody comes in, Shauna or Angie or somebody else as an invited guest, they come in, they don't have to worry about all the gadgets and things because those gadgets are all here controlled, which is kind of interesting because it's
Yeah.
debilitating to a degree because like when Shauna's running her Monday tea times, remember to check in on Monday tea times in the morning.
Yes, I am
Right?
back.
Yes, indeed. And then
I
she
would-
does all the controls of everything, and as the messages come in, and all the little fancy fun stuff and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So again, the control screen is very different from the host to the invitees.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
why I went in there, I don't know. I just figured I'd share it. What the hell? I think there was again about the message. It's like, you know, so again, when you see me looking down, it's because I'm actually watching us. Okay, it's not because I'm ignoring. I'm actually watching. I'm watching what we're
OMG.
doing and so forth because I think it's fun and I love to watch the gestures. I love the
Yes.
physical
Make
activity.
sure y'all turn on those alerts so y'all won't be missing us.
Exactly.
And when you we take a moment to, get the juices flowing, and then sometimes it don't work like that. It be sometimes we go straight into doing the readings. So
Exactly. And before
make sure y'all check out that podcast. I was gonna beat you. I was about to say it. I knew you was about to say it.
Yeah.
So
Then this one's the audio one, by the way. So this is
yes.
only audio. So if you're in the car, you're doing something else, this one you can listen to. And again, the fact that they allowed me the leadway to go into a deeper conversation about something. I didn't just answer a little question or go into something and then just leave you hanging. They gave me the opportunity to delve deeper so where you get a better understanding of the basis of which I'm talking about and then how it kind of works and flows with other people, which is wonderful. So this actually is one of my favorite of all the things that I've done, of all the podcasts. I think this one's the favorite so far because again, they let me explore the metaphysical and I didn't focus only on the book. I focused on the metaphysical. And as you guys can tell, I eat, sleep, and breathe metaphysical. I think there's so much here. So I would invite you to check it out. If you want to check out a podcast, the YouTube version of this podcast is vocal. So it's audio as well as video. So you'll get both, and this one will be there. So there you go. And then one more reminder, if you have the victim mentality problem, please check out Miss Shauna's victim mentality video. It has resonance because it was done a while ago, but it still to this day, when you play it makes sense. Again, it's channeled message, and it was meant for you to hear yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So
Yes.
consider it, and share this.
Anytime.
By the way, share this with other people.
Yes.
We all know a few victims in our lives. We know a few people who are in the mentality. They need to hear this. And that's why you're here today. Whoever it is hearing this, because you need to share this with somebody else. You know who fits that criteria. Okay. So with that said, love, light, and blessings to everybody. Miss Shauna, have an amazing weekend. Tell Mr. Kenny we said hello.
I will. I'm surprised he didn't show up in here because usually he do. He's like, "Ah, you back?" But that means he's busy, so that's good.
That's a good thing. Absolutely.
That's a good
Absolutely.
thing.
Have him out there doing what he needs to do.
Yes, Auntie, for the blessings to come on through.
Yes. And my house will be shrinking by one in the weekend because my son is leaving the nest.
Yes.
20-year-old leaving the nest, and we're going to be missing him. But he's going on to an amazing new adventure,
Yes,
which
he
we hope
is.
will bring him to a whole different level of understanding. And so, safe travels to him. I'm sending him safe travels.
Safe travels to him. Happy trail. What is it? Happy trails or safe travels?
Happy trails to you.
Yes, I was thinking of the song.
Till we meet again. That's as much as I know that song.
I just know the happy trails part. And I hum the rest.
Exactly. Don't forget to check out Miss Shauna's planner. By the way, that planner is important. It's a journal. It is more than just a planner. It's a journal. It is a way in which you can collect and put your thoughts together. More importantly, it helps you stay on top of the astrological things that are happening. It helps you to keep track of your schedule because you can put notes on dates, and therefore you're not going to miss something. And at the same time, it allows you to delve a little deeper into the inner workings of your own mind, and therefore understanding it more. The better you understand your own mind, the more productive you can be. So make sure you get Miss Shauna's planner. This one is the electronic version. So if you order this one now, it'll be in your mailbox, in your email box very quickly. And this one is the paper version. And one more time, Miss Shauna, if they order it, what do they need to type in?
Promo code PLANNER, PLANNER 15. When you check out, you will get 15% off on your planners.
And that's a cha-ching right there. Hello,
that is a cha-ching.
Saving yourself some money. And with that said, we are done. Have a great one. Have a great weekend. Oh, by the way, don't forget, if you love Miss Shauna's shirt.
Oh, we got t-shirts, yeah.
Order a logo. Order a logo shirt. This is one of my favorite logos. I love the way that she worked to make this happen. This is wonderful. And while you're at it, if you want a Sonoran Mystic Tarot t-shirt, I got those too. Along with the t-shirts is also the mugs. So there's all kinds of stuff. We just got stuff flowing out everywhere.
Everywhere.
But most importantly, again, love, light, and blessings. Have an amazing weekend. Remember that those, 86,400 seconds of every day? Make sure, remember, you don't get them back. So let's put them to use. Let's make sure we maximize what we get from them. And know that, again, you don't get them back. You write them down. Exactly. Write them down. Make sure that you review the stuff you write down, because writing it down is important, but sometimes reviewing it helps you to get a different perspective. And you may wind up seeing some benefit or some things that may be like, damn, I didn't see that negative part of that. So again, it's really important. It gives you some self-insight. Okay. There's a better way to say self-insight. I don't know what it is, though. I don't know. So, I don't know. So there you go. But you know what I'm trying to say. So let's.
You know what you're trying to say.
Absolutely. If there's any other things, Shauna, before we, any church announcements we need to go into before we get out of here?
Church announcements. Y'all have an amazing weekend. If you're going to do abundance things today as rituals, it is a perfect day to do that because Thursdays represents Jupiter. Okay.
What is that again? What is that again?
Jupiter. Thursdays represent Jupiter. Cool. Jupiter is the planet of success, abundance, expansion, leveling up, financial things. So you can do candle magic. You can do a petition. You can do all these things as a ritual, working with cinnamon, working with all these great things, making a bowl with rice and sugar and money and things like that to bring in that financial abundance as well. So just FYI, today is the day to do that.
I did not know this. That's maybe why we subconsciously chose a Thursday to do our show.
Yeah.
Because we wanted success.
The sass, doggone it. And if you did not get a reading today, don't you fret. Julie and Scott Underwood will be on tomorrow.
Yes.
And save all those love questions for Bonnie.
Are they 8 a.m. or are they 9? I think they're 8 a.m. Julie, are you here? If you are here, can you let us know if you're 8
Your
a.m. or 9 a.m.?
time.
I cannot recall. I know that for Bonnie, it's 1 hour later than with Claudine. Claudine on Tuesday. Your show on Mondays at what time?
My 10:30-ish?
10:30
10-ish?
is East Coast time, right?
Yes, East Coast, yes.
Okay. And then Tuesdays is with Claudine. That's I think 8 a.m. 8 a.m. West Coast time with
Mm-hmm.
Julie. 9 a.m. is Scott and Julie. Okay, 9 a.m. is Scott and Julie tomorrow. And then I think it's 10 a.m. with Bonnie and Julie. Gosh, I should have asked the questions before I even came in, but I
There
didn't
you
do
go.
it. You know,
Saturday is Susan's. Oh yeah, Susan will be on
Mhm.
Saturday.
And Susan's on at 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Yep. And then Angie will not be on Sunday because I think she's traveling. So she will not be on Sundays. And so there you go. Wednesdays at 8 a.m. I'm sorry. Wednesdays, 8 a.m. says Julie. That's with Miss Bonnie. So if you want love readings, Bonnie and the
Yep.
love reading machine is at 8 a.m. Wednesdays. That's the Calling on Angels 1111.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With that said, then we are out of here. We got everybody. I think we hit every show. We hit all those things. We
We
hit
did it
all the
all.
books. We hit them all. Yes, indeed.
All of them.
And Susan will be early. Susan is always a little bit early. She doesn't start on time. She starts early. Sean and I don't start on time. We start ish. We start
You
ish.
gonna get an ish. Because we talk too much.
Exactly. As you can tell, as everybody's like, yeah, we get it. We get it.
They were like, yeah, we know.
They're like, oh my goodness. Anyway, with that said, we are out of here. Again, I've said it like 3 or 4 times, but this time we really
Yep.
are. We are out of here. So have a great weekend, and we will talk to you on the other side. Again, join us next Thursday. Please. We will see you then. And make sure that you subscribe because if you don't subscribe and hit the bell, you do not find out when we go live. And then you
No.
don't want to guess.
No.
You want to know.